probationary detective.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah, sir.
Yeah.
First assignment's going to be pretty simple. You three are going to be setting up. I want y'all to put your minds together, and I want y'all to put together a comprehensive list in some sort of presentable table form. Now, I know that Nakota, you've worked quite a bit on this. Stonefinger, you've worked quite a bit on this. And Tails, you've worked quite a bit on this. Y'all have like distinguishing ways of presenting that information, how you gather it, etc. But I want you to think about when detectives take a look at a gang list. What I want them to see is a table, has the name of the gang member, gives you an indication if they're a clean guy, semi-clean guy,
Hey, Rob.
or like deeply involved, right? Are they, how it is that we ascertained whether they're in the gang or not, or whether they're a clean person. I want on that table to be able to see how many OISs have they recently been involved in, 37 alphas, have they been found with heroin, weed, etc., right? So that when we take a look at that, if a situation were to, let's say, a brew with, let's say, I don't know, yokai, that when we take a look at that list, not only do we know who the individuals are, but who are the best targets. Maybe we'll base it on OISs. Maybe depending on the gang, if it's like drug related, who has been caught with drugs the most. So that when we go, you know, as the PD sometimes throws up, let's go hard on X or Y gang. Well, I don't like the way that we function, if I'm going to be frank, where that just means, hey, we see them in a traffic stop, we're going to hit them quick or whatever. Or, hey, you know what? Let's go and raid them. And then we spend the next like 2 days trying to figure out how that's going to look like. No, we know those things in advance. This is phase one. Getting these data sheets together. Getting the matrices, Stonefinger, that you've worked on in the past. We know where their properties are. We've got that intelligence. Phase two down the line, once we get like a pretty, I don't want y'all spending like every waking moment working on this. So part of this activity is finding a good, easy way to keep these things up to date, right? So that when we do have a line of attack, we have the data available.
Spreadsheets.
Eventually, these things are going to lead into like stakeouts, right? Trying to track certain gangs, trying to figure some of this stuff out. But let's start with this phase one approach. And I want you three to kind of lead the way. Set up the meetings together when you can, communicate when you can, and I will occasionally tap on in to see how y'all are doing. So if you're on the right track that I kind of have in mind, like I'll push you in that direction. And if I think you guys are veering off a little bit, I'll kind of put you back on the right path there.
Sounds good.
Finally, this information that you're uncovering is for your and my eyes only at this time. Now, you might be wondering why. Ultimately, this information, as with other areas of intelligence that we're going to be working on, will be for the benefit of the entire UPD. But understand that putting your hand in the cookie jar is something that a lot of our officers do. And I understand why, right? But we don't want this information to... We don't want simple traffic stops resulting in people looking at these intelligence case files and using it to put together raids for something stupid. This is for something grander. So this information will be behind like lock and key. So that as time transpires and we're given more tools and we're given more leeway, we don't get stopped because we're going too far on small things. You kind of picking up on what I'm putting down?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Good shit. Any questions?
No, I think I think I have an idea of what we can start with. So I think we talk about it and get it figure out if that's the way we want to go. But yeah, this is
Hell yeah.
I'm excited.
Hell yeah. My recommendation: start with a template with just one crew, right? It doesn't need to be fully populated, but a template would be a good starting point, so we can agree to a format, right? And then
Are we gonna have access to MC reports or no?
yes.
Okay.
So y'all got invited to the MCU Discordia. There is SOPs in there, so please get yourself acquainted. It is going to be a living document. It will be updated weekly, daily, as often as necessary. So if you see any weak
For
points
clarification,
in
he's
it
talking
or
about
any gray
and
areas
two,
where you're
those
like, well,
three.
how do we cover this? Or
None
like,
us.
what does this mean? Please let us know so that we can update it. It is going to be our go-to, with the end goal that eventually, whenever there's any questions, you can look at that to get the answers. And ideally, everything in there will be fully vetted by the DOJ as well.
Perfect. Brian, do you want us to prioritize? I know that there's in some instances we've already had experience with differentiating the two, but street racing crews to classic like street gangs.
Sure. I mean, I think
Okay.
maybe like tick boxes like if a gang represents like
Yeah.
let's say maybe the template at the top might have tick boxes for racing or drugs or whatever it might be. I mean, I'll let y'all like kind of figure it out, and nothing is perfect the first time you attack it, right? And we may find that even when we do agree on like say a template, it's always anything you do the first time is only going to be at best like 80% good, right? And then as time goes on, we might find that it's too complicated or takes too much time to keep up to date, and we'll iron those out as time goes on.
Okay. Easy.
Hell yeah. Final note, since you guys are probationary detectives, understand that this is going to be your first task. You are not authorized to go UC at this time. No detective gear yet. There is going to be training that we're going to have down the line with clearances for UC, etc. So we're going to train you how to use those things appropriately. And finally, if you knew detectives used to do things a certain way, or you see or you see people doing things a certain way, our standard is going to be higher. That's not to, it's a word, downplay the efforts of those in the past or anything like that. It's just we want to make sure that you guys know the cans and cannots.
Understood.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
You got it.
All right. Best of luck, guys.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
I want y'all working as a team, all right? Keep the comms up between you three.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Good shit. I'm excited to see what you guys produce.
Okay.
Thanks for putting your trust in us, sir.
Of course. I kind of want to have you hear in on sort of how things are going to work with the investigative unit. Look, I'm going to be honest with you, Scully. I was about to invite you yesterday. I thought you were going to do I thought that was a final eval.
I did pick up on that. I'm sorry for the miscommunication.
No, you're good. I said, well, final can mean a lot of things. So once you get that done, we'll get you sorted into probationary as well.
Grand, I look forward to it.
So what happened yesterday with DeLuca?
All right, so yesterday we had 911 calls from Lloyd McClay saying that someone had just been shot.
Actually, you know what? Let's do one thing better. Dr. Sarah, who is, let's go for a drive.
All right.
So, little bit of background. I believe he's being tortured. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to give you my theory just yet, so I don't like pollute I don't want to add bias to your thoughts.
Sure. I'm completely unfamiliar with these individuals, so
What I will say is that he's the target of
in regards to
unknown
us
crew
not really
and his
having
life
all
is
that
in
much
danger.
to do, I do think that there is something that
his
is
life is
frequently overlooked.
definitely in danger.
If someone's ramming PD vehicles and utilizing their vehicle as a weapon, you should be charging them with assault with a deadly
So we're gonna, I'll give you a little bit of a background on the way. So at a high level, his life is in danger, and we believe that some of the hospital staff may be involved.
Oh.
Yeah.
What on earth?
Connections stem from. So, I'm not sure how familiar you are with the Simones. Michael Simone went in for terrorism, weapons trafficking, a bunch of other things. And his brother, who's on the board and owns the property of Simone Memorial Hospital, he's been found to have ties with the Russians, ties with the Diamond Dogs, and ties with Seaside. He's a member of the Seaside. Now, I don't think he's necessarily like intimately involved in this, but some of the suspected groups that are after him are the Diamond Dogs and Seaside, and therefore, with the doctors sort of being under, there's a high likelihood that information pertaining to DeLuca's safety, his medical condition, things, and who he might be talking to can be compromised. So I'm limiting the intimate details to only a handful of detectives, because even our own officers, and you'll learn this over time, sometimes maliciously and sometimes simply out of just not knowing like the value of the information, may end up saying something that they shouldn't. And next thing you know, this guy's dead. The doctor we're about to speak to is somewhat, I will say, she's our point of contact in MCU. Very trustable. I get the vibe from her. Odessa trusts her, and her, I trust her enough that I'm willing to share some investigative information with her. So,
All right.
let me see. What was her ping number? You're going to be drinking a bit out of the fire hose on this one, so I do apologize, but things will start to make a little bit more sense.
Well, I'll do my best to keep up. All right, let's get my music set up while we're driving here.
All right, I just sent her a ping. So, in your own words, what happened yesterday?
All right. Well, like I said, I responded to a 911 call from a Lloyd McClay. It was at the Yellow Jack bar over here in Sandy. When I arrived, he was outside, kind of scrambling around the parking lot. I hesitated because I wasn't getting any back at that point. Spoke to him briefly. He said that he had been paid $10,000 to sit and watch a meeting from the bushes. He didn't give any further details at that point. Still didn't have backup, but made a decision to breach because there was likely an injured person in there. He said 2 people went in and 1 person came out after a bunch of gunshots. Went inside, found DeLuca laying face down on the ground, shot multiple times in the head. No pulse. I called the EMS in, and thankfully Luca showed up. I took DeLuca to the hospital and waited with him while Luca processed the scene. We did end up being able to speak with DeLuca. Miraculously, he was able to recover enough to have a conversation, but he did keep asking for you. He wouldn't give any information in regards to who might have done it. He only wanted to give that information to you, as far as I understand. What he did say was that Lloyd was his friend, and the only other worthwhile information I think I got from DeLuca was that he had a chain and it was missing. This was echoed by Lloyd when he was questioned separately. He said that he had a chain and he hadn't been wearing it since he got out of Parsons, and he just got out of Parsons that day. Lloyd was a friend of his, and was waiting while he had a meeting with an individual. After about half an hour, he heard 6 to 7 gunshots, and a woman with blue hair and a jean jacket ran out of the building. She was on the radio. 2 different cars, a benefactor and a 1965 Mustang, came and picked her up, and they drove off. From the sounds of it, DeLuca walked into a meeting willingly, and he ended up being shot by the individual he was meeting with. My guess, just based off of what I spoke to Lloyd about, was that he'd had or been in a gang, Diamond Dogs, which, as the only thing I know about them is they do like the color blue, which both the Mustang and the benefactor were a dark purplish blue, according to Lloyd. But that's pretty much all the information I've got.
This is good. Little bit of context. As far as DeLuca is concerned, I haven't been telling too many details to other officers. Obviously, I'm going to be a lot more forthcoming to yourself and Luca, given I can't be around all the time, and y'all are going to be, even if it's just the 3 of us on this,
Oh, sorry?
I hear an engine.
Oh.
How you doing, Doctor?
Exceptionally ordinary, thank you for asking. I hope you're both well. I'm Dr. Serotonin, pleasure to meet you.
This is Scully. She's going to be on the case alongside Luca.
My, good to meet you.
Okay, no problem. Could I get your number? Is that possible?
Sure thing.
Just so I've got you as a point of contact.
Right there.
Okay, perfect. I'll pop you in. How are things looking?
So I spoke to DeLuca yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, all right. So this is very important detail. So that he wants this very confidential, and I understand why, which is why I think this circle of, let's say, trust or whatever on this case is the 3 of us and Luca. I am one of the few that knows he can speak, and I spoke to him yesterday. He told me to speak
me too.
to you. You as well.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
He was faking catatonia for safety in Parsons until he wasn't as safe anymore. Yeah. He actually gave, sorry to interrupt, he gave me something which I think you should probably hold on to. This might explain a lot.
I see.
Is it the chain or not?
Yeah, it's quite a long list, so
No.
Doctors have loose lips. I understand. I do not speak. I cannot trust. McGregor has visited me a lot. He is a friend. I need out of here. Someone new was here yesterday. I'm gonna die. Friday night is okay. Only Mr. Knight. Everyone is corrupt. The real gangbangers sit at the top of society. Get me out. I am safer out there. I was shot 3 times in here. I am watched. I see them. They do not know. Scully, take a look at this as well, just so
Sure.
maybe you see something I don't.
A helicopter was flown into Parsons, to my knowledge. As I explained in the email, Lizzie Burns happened to find out about his discharge from the hospital. She came in to visit as the doctors had contacted her as a point of contact to do with the ICU. So she was not informed of anything, but she was informed of him going to Parsons. Pardon me. Okay, sorry. She later informed me, though obviously she probably wants this kept confidential as well. She later informed me that about the helicopter. But then she, obviously didn't really want to say anything else. However, she could be a point of contact, obviously not with any details. Also, there were people watching and driving around Parsons. Pretty sure. And also that information that I told you over the phone as well.
About Nick.
Yeah. I believe it was Nick who apparently he brought in a bunch of people into Parsons. So he had knowledge. I assume he probably looked at the medical records. He brought a bunch of people into Parsons for unknown motives. However, as soon as he saw that DeLuca had a visitor, they decided to leave. That's all I know about that. I'm not too sure if he was the one flying the helicopter or not. However, when he was confronted, he claimed that he was just giving people a tour, which I do not believe. Pixie alone would never allow that. It's very unethical, so...
That is interesting. We believe that the Simones have full access to the facility, based on past investigations.
Mm-hmm.
I believe they own Parsons.
Yes, they funded the rebuilding of Parsons, hence the name. But we just call it Parsons for familiarity.
He mentioned there was 2 words I needed to be made aware of. And then you would know. I'm assuming that the 2 words being Nick Simone, but I'm only
I
presuming.
believe so. I believe so that when he mentioned Nick Simone, that is the only 2 verbal words he spoke to me. Apart from when he called me later on in the day. That's when, he was speaking verbally. He seemed scared.
So a bit of recap. On, I want to say Tuesday, it was the day we were waiting for the verdict for the Rust case. We had a bunch of Russian fighter jets that were in the sky. We'd been dealing with them for about 2 hours, and it escalated to the point where the fighter jets were threatening to blow up like Mission Row PD, and it was shut down. During that time, I called up Ray Romanoff, and Ray being Russian, I was mostly called him in jest. Like, hey, you need to call them off over this court case or whatnot. And that's when he sort of like states that he couldn't really talk to me. He was underground. And that kind of made my ears perk a little. So, like, this guy's facing all these charges. Why is he underground? And mostly out of curiosity, after the phone call ended, I was like, okay, so he's possibly in the cave off 68, the one by the nudist colony, or the one over at Grapeseed, that archaeologist place. First place I checked was the location off of 68, and that's when I saw a vehicle parked with 2 or 3 members of Rust, and I approached them nonchalantly, to kind of force them to have their guard down, and I was like, hey, what are you guys doing up here? And they're like, oh, nothing. And I said, hey, where's Ray at? At that stage, I knew Ray was probably referencing that cave right there. As we're talking, out walks Ray holding a body on his back. I think he tried to hide it because he sort of was heading towards something and then kind of turned. And I think it was because I think that his vehicle was parked behind like a bush. The vehicle pops out and he's like, Ray says, "Hey, what's going on, Brian?" I'm like, "Hey, what are you doing over here?" And that's when I heard kind of like a squirming and moaning. And it was later found out it was DeLuca. And they're like, "Oh, it's James DeLuca." Da, 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 da. Not knowing at the time, I presumed he was a member of Rust. And I said, "Hey, what's going on with James?" And they're like, "Oh, nothing, like, oh, forgot what I had stated to them exactly." And they made the comment, "He's our Reed." So I still thinking at the time, like, oh, okay, he's a member of Rust, and he's their version of Reed, which as he popped out of the trunk, I noticed that he was in his underwear and just kind of didn't look like too well. That's when they noted to me that there was a guy sitting over by the Sandy Shores, like there's the airfield, right? And there's a guy just sitting there watching. So I approached that individual, and the name is escaping me. I've got it written down here somewhere. But it was a guy in all black, had a helmet on, and he told me that
Not a guy in all black.
that DeLuca had been tortured. And so at this stage, I didn't realize, and he said that he was good friends with him, etc., and that he was called down to this location being that area of the cave. So now I'm wondering, okay, is Russ torturing him? Now, knowing that I was outnumbered, and also knowing that our unit count just wasn't there, that if I were to escalate it right there and then, DeLuca would likely they would get away with the DeLuca and possibly end him. So I sort of massaged the conversation as, "Hey, let's get him to the hospital." So they're like, "All right." I let him transport him once again to kind of keep their guard down. And once arriving at the Simone Medical, I noticed that Ray and DeLuca were in a separate car, had not arrived. I found out that they were at the clothing store over by the Pink Cage. I drove on over, and DeLuca was being changed and was asked to put on a mask. He walks out. I try to get DeLuca into my vehicle because at this time I'm still thinking they're trying to kill him and trying to like downplay everything, and it's just very sus all around. We get to the hospital, and that's when I got him up to medical, and I got him in the room to separate him and provide some safety. Russ remained outside, and that's when while I was trying to get a doctor, I believe you approached that's when you came to visit him for the first time. And even then, I was just very suspicious about why this guy is so important. Either they're trying to kill him, he knows something, they're trying to extract anything out of him, and they're probably the ones that tortured him. But as time transpired, there was like a bit of a shootout outside, and Scully, I'm not sure if you were on scene at the time.
I was mostly off duty that day. I was hiding because that's the same day that Odessa got kidnapped because somebody thought that she was me.
Oh, yes. There was, I put 2 other people to get to help me out. It was I gotta recall the names. Good officers, I remember that much. But I asked them to see what was happening outside and ID everybody. I'm gonna get that information all sorted. But anyways, somebody outside had mentioned that Seaside was up on the roof of the morgue. This is what they heard from, I believe, the man with the helmet. We never verified this, so this is unverified information. And so now I'm thinking in the back of my mind, is Seaside? Probably nothing. When I spoke to the man with the helmet again and His name I really got to pull up here on my notes is give me a second. Let me actually get it.
Rob, you should, like, if you want to, you don't have to, but you should, like, post some of your music in the Discord so people can check
I
it
might have
out.
to get his name at a later point. But the same helmet guy said
If
that
you want
he
to.
was. Oh, DeLuca said he trusted that guy with the helmet, at least at the time.
Okay.
Folks
Actually, no,
posted
he
his
didn't.
stuff there. It's
take
pretty
that back.
cool.
The man with the helmet, he works at Harmony. He did give me the name. Like I said, I would actually, you know what? Let me look up through the Harmony record. Oh my god, their list is huge. All right, I'm gonna have to look it up later. But anyways, the man with the helmet, I saw him again at Harmony. I think he was working. And I pulled him aside and I finally had a chance to like have a chat. So at this stage, DeLuca's been admitted for medical hold. So the man at Harmony told me that not only was he called down there, but he was indicating that Rust actually was looking after DeLuca, trying to protect him. He also noted and indicated that he believes he was ocean dumped alongside DeLuca. He doesn't remember too much. The memory was very like vague. But he remembers going somewhere and then just not remembering much. And he believes the same individuals are after him. He strongly seemed to indicate Seaside was behind it, which is why the precautions given Nick's relationship with Seaside.
Okay. A point of interest might be McGregor. Obviously, they were mentioned as, keeping DeLuca company. Just going to make a point that almost every time I visited Parsons in the period he was there, McGregor was either outside the fence or requesting to visit it. So yeah, that might be a point. He seemed to trust him. Yeah, he seemed to trust him though. But they always looked a bit. I think it took a while for DeLuca to trust me, but they always kind of whispered to each other before he actually revealed that he was speaking to me. So
I see.
Yeah, it was a bit. Think of the most suspicious someone can look in the most non-suspicious way, I guess. It just didn't look right. But at the same time, I don't know. I can't speculate.
What's interesting is we know he was tortured, ultimately resulting in his arm being cut off or something. This was prior to the incident at the cave with Rustin and whatnot. But now we're, with all this suspicious activity happening at Parsons, apparently he was shot up yesterday.
Okay. Oh boy. I'm assuming it was by Seaside, or was it someone else? I mean, you don't have to tell me. Obviously, I'm just. You know.
Well, I'm speculating it might be a bit of a joint operation.
Okay.
Scully mentioned that his chain was missing. I noticed he had a Diamond Dogs chain. This is something I ascertained while on the day that we spoke to him, that first day on Tuesday or whatnot. But now that the chain is missing, and I sort of had this in the back of my mind already, is keep in mind that there are loose yet strong connections between Seaside and the Diamond Dogs. There's some crossover, like in terms of they've got common friends. Mostly tying back to Nick and the Diamond Dogs and Nick and Seaside. So, there may be some tension between them, but there's probably some level of coordination. Now, if his chain is missing, it makes me, and with what I suspect is that Rust is actually, I would agree, is trying to take care of him through McGregor. So I think McGregor is trying to look out for him, and Rust is trying to back McGregor. And I think for some reason, some tension between Seaside and Diamond Dogs are causing him to get ousted. Now, there is something that I'm aware of, which I can't disclose at the moment.
That's okay.
And I strongly think that he has something, or they believe he has something that they all want, and he either doesn't remember or is refusing to provide it.
Okay.
Now, what makes it
I don't think you have both.
seem more credible is Scully in that report from yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
That gun, it came back to
River Cheever.
known associate of the Diamond Dog.
All right.
So I think they may have tried to X him out.
That is really strange because Lizzie seemed genuinely concerned about DeLuca's safety. She almost sounded sad that he was in Parsons, and she really tried to get him to go and get help. So if something's happened, it's been since then, because she really didn't seem like she had any ill intent. She just wanted to speak to him.
Well, that's so what's interesting about that is Lizzie Byrne was kicked out of the Diamond Dogs, I want to say like 2 months ago. It was a 2-week stint. And I'm wondering if there is like internal turmoil and division. Now, it wouldn't be the first time that a gang makes a decision against a member and there is feelings of like, I guess what I'm drawing into question is Lizzie may want him to get better while full well backing a Diamond Dog decision. Or alternatively, it could be the other extreme, which the tension or whatever has, I don't know where Lizzie's position is now, but I'm starting to think that maybe we need to speak to her.
In regards to DeLuca's chain, it was significant enough that he hadn't been wearing it since being in Parsons or out of it, that his friend Lloyd, who has no gang associations, mentioned it. Or at least so he claims. He said he has a chain, he hasn't been wearing it since Parsons. And then DeLuca did say that his chain was missing when he woke up in the hospital.
I saw him wearing the chain when I met him yesterday. So that was post-Parsons. So it's possible he was hiding it at the time, but was very proud of his affiliation. And maybe perhaps unbeknownst to him. I'm wondering if he's hiding it or if it was taken.
I do not know. He wouldn't allow me to. I asked him if I could inventory his belongings, and he declined. He didn't want me to.
Interesting. I'm going to see if I can reach out to him. I think he's in ICU right now. Am I correct in saying so?
I am not certain. He was awake and speaking and laying in the emergency room when I left him. but I had to go and speak to his friend Lloyd because Luca had him done in interrogation. But he was awake, he was speaking, and he repeatedly asked to speak to you. It seemed like he might know who did this to him. I mean, he did have sounds like a lengthy conversation with them before he got shot.
I mean, he specifically said when when I asked him as to, you know, who was breaking into Parsons and who was, you know, going to interrogate him, that was when he said Nick Simone. However, I don't know if he was just saying it in response to me asking if there's anything he can give me, you know, in terms of information, but he said it directly after me asking that question. So I have, yeah, that's all I can say regarding that.
What's interesting is that River Cheever isn't in. I don't think she's a close affiliate to the Diamond Dogs. I don't know if she's actually in the Diamond Dogs. So that adds like another level of confusion. So if they're not Xing him out or whatever, it's also possible that River Cheever is sort of acting on her own accord. Yeah, this is quite the mystery.
Not that she couldn't have changed it, but I did have an interaction with River just a few days ago, and she was blonde. She was not blue-haired, as the woman described coming out of the bar was. Not to say that she couldn't have changed it or put on a wig or something like that, but...
Was she wearing leather by any chance?
I do not recall. She was in her truck. I made a traffic stop. Was about to let her go, and she threw gel at me face, so...
Wait, gel?
Jello.
Oh, gotcha.
For literally no reason, and then drove off.
River Cheever, does she own a truck?
It was a Sand King. I believe that she does. It was her truck.
So you saw, wait, just for clarity, we have River Cheever's bullets that come back to River Cheever's gun. Legal gun, I presume?
Yes, it seems like it. I know that she did
And-
have her weapons license removed on the 13th. So very recently.
No. That's 2021.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it looks like she's still got a weapons license. That is interesting. And she does own a Sand King. The vehicle that
yep.
you pulled over,
It's
you
very
saying, did
confusing.
it come back to River Cheever? 3X Charm?
I do not remember the license plate, but she was driving a Sand King, and it was black in color, and it came back to her name.
And that's the same one that left the Yellow Jack.
I don't recall there being anything about a Sand King. There was a Benefactor.
Gotcha.
It was like one of those knockoff G-Wagons, you know, Benefactor. This is what Lloyd described, as well as a 1965 Mustang. And he said that they were both a dark blue color, the same dark blue color. Could have been purple, but he thinks it was blue.
Let me see real quick. Trying to look up that report again from yesterday. I saw it here. Now it's seemingly disappeared.
Mine or a different one?
Yours.
Attempted murder of James DeLuca, 85053.
Out of curiosity, what type of gun was used previously?
The one used last night was an FN, legally purchased. FNX 45.
Okay, I don't know. It's probably not related, but since we're on the topic, a member of the Diamond Dogs actually attacked myself and my friend Samantha Sanders last night at the hospital. You've probably seen
Really?
she got a shotgun to the face by someone called Pedro, who said there's a report on it. They said that Dio sends his regards.
Interesting.
So I'm not too sure if that is related. It could be a completely different scenario, but it was a double barrel shotgun.
So I was involved in a bench trial with Dio and 2 or 3 of his associates. And there was some contention between him and the lawyer Samantha Sanders because he and his group had apparently tried to rob her, and while she was at gunpoint, she pulled out a knife and attempted to stab Dio. And they were very like snap back at each other. I think it's more of a personal issue between the two of them. Not that it couldn't be related otherwise.
Well, it's understandable. They were just asking me a lot of questions before the incident, so I was just curious. No worries. Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot to unpack here.
All right. Is there anything you need from me?
Not at this time. I'd say if anything pops up,
I'll just be in touch.
Yep.
Okay. No one, just for clarification, no one's been informed of this on my behalf. If he does happen to reach out to me, I'm not going to specifically call him because, you know, phone records and such in regards to DeLuca. However, if he reaches out to me, I will let you know. But yeah, if you need anything, just feel free to get in touch.
All right, will do.
Okay.
Thank you very much,
pleasure to
Doctor.
No problem. See you soon. Pleasure to meet you, Scully.
Bye. Good to meet you as well.
Luca, I'm gonna come pick you up. Where are you? All right, I'll be up front in about a minute. So here's where it gets spicy. All right, let me just check the trunk just in case. All right.
Just in case someone's hiding there.
Yeah, people like to do it, and it's always one of those things that if, you know, always remember to lock your trunk.
Aye.
So here's where it gets spicy. Now, there's a couple of detectives working on this. Pond being a point of contact. There is... I've been tracking the... Actually, I'm going to show you where it is. We're going to drive by it.
Sure.
I've been tracking the Diamond Dog since a terrorism case linking back to Nick Simone. 2 individuals, Lizzie Byrne and Cy Carter, were charged with terrorism for shooting the Mayor Lang Buddha. As I do with other subpoenas, I keep my eyes open for any other oddities. In the subpoena, there was notes of crafting weapons and making gun deals or gun drops and such. I requested GPS triangulation, and it led me to that purple dinosaur area.
Right.
There's also references to driving past Harmony and other things that indicated that around the purple dinosaur to Sandy area, there was likely a weapons bench. Well, as of last week, we got intel suggesting somewhere around here, I don't know exactly where, there's a shack, and there is a very credible belief that there's a weapon bench inside. Unfortunately, actually, let's look for it now.
I was gonna say there's a building back here.
I'm sorry?
Oh, I was gonna say there's a building behind us, but I don't know. I'm not familiar with the area.
They said it was a shack by the power plant.
To the left, right there is a building.
That's owned by the government. It's going to be like a local owned one by the wind farm, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe up here? Okay, maybe I... All right, I'm going to have to ask Pawn to show me. So they've been putting up cameras, but as sort of the story goes, we don't have the PC to get inside as it's owned by a local. And there's a bunch of difficult walls around it that we're trying to break open. But here's where the relationship lies. Given what I knew in the past when I was informed of this by Bass, I immediately realized this is probably the Diamond Dog's bench. It's so close that it's the most reasonable conclusion. It's not like, you know, every Tom, Dick, and Harry's got a weapons bench, so it's the most reasonable conclusion. Look up under businesses Cy Carter's Gun Emporium. You'll notice on that list includes James DeLuca and McGregor. Now, note that
I'm not seeing a list. I see. I don't have a businesses tab. I have properties, which I could find out under. Oh wait, never mind. I found it. Hang on. All right, I've got it.
Oh, DeLuca's not on here anymore. He was fired. Holy fucking shit. 2 people were fired. 18 hours and 20 hours ago.
You can see who was fired recently. History.
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
Holy shit. Hold on. I gotta look. So, a little tip. Anytime you're looking up profiles, businesses, always take photos. You never know when it's going to be valuable, like right now. All right. I'm going to... Give me a second as I dive through.
Sure. Marketing terrorist? What?
James DeLuca and Reed Dankleaf have been removed from this.
I see that.
Holy fucking shit. Okay, let's grab forgot about Luca.
Oh, why? I know you told him a minute.
Yeah. So my suspicion... Actually, let's wait for Luca and then...
Sure, I'm gonna shut my eyes for just a minute here.
Go for it. front of Mission Road.
Fuck you.
Yep, no worries.
Get fucked.
Gemma, why do you want to? Why do you need to know my call sign?
So I could track you.
We got to ride tomorrow. Tomorrow's our big day.
I know. Well, I saw you guys are riding together.
Is Luca here?
Yeah, he's on his way right now. All right. Oh, you got a AR on your back.
Oh yeah, I was gonna throw it in the rack in your car. I got that on my other one.
Good idea. So Scully's got me up to speed about the DeLuca situation yesterday. We met with Dr. Sarah, the psychiatrist. She noted that DeLuca believes Nick Simone is the one that was behind this or somewhat involved. While he was in Parsons, it was indicated by Lizzie Byrne, member of the Diamond Dogs, that like a helicopter landed there, etc., etc. DeLuca last night, as per the call y'all responded to, was shot up at the Yellow Jag. Now, here's where it gets interesting. So a bit of a background, Luca, if you're not, I've already told Scully this, is I worked a case against Cy Carter and Lizzie on terrorism against Lang Buddha. We believe Nick was behind it. We couldn't bring him to court, but I know Nick was behind it. There was a Cold War between Lang Buddha while he was mayor and Nick Simone. Lang used to tweet out like, Simone's run a gang and the Diamond Dogs are their gang and their turf is the hospital, etc., etc. Things have been rather, chilled since then. Now, the reason I bring that up is during that, the phone subpoenas led me to believe that there's a weapon bench around the Purple Dinosaur. After having that whole incident with us learning about a likely weapon bench off of by the power plant, I was convinced that was a Diamond Dogs bench. DeLuca was on Cy Carter Gun Emporium.
Hey!
Weaponless,
Oh, hey, it's fun.
along
Thank
with
you so much for
McGregor,
the
who
raid.
had communication with Cy
Nice
in relation,
seeing ya.
a lot of communication with Cy related to weapon drops. Now, my original theory was, after everything, is that McGregor is protecting DeLuca because DeLuca and him are associates with gun dealing. Rust obviously is going to back McGregor, and also, why wouldn't they want to protect a weapons bench, right? Now, let's bring this another fold further. They were indicating that Rust is protecting him. Why would Rust protect him and not the Diamond Dogs? Well, yesterday his chain goes missing. The weapon comes back to River Cheever, who's got close connections with the Diamond Dogs. And what I just found out is, as I was showing Scully this Cy Carter Gun Emporium list, which McGregor is on, mind you, 2 people were fired 18 hours ago. 20 hours and 18 hours ago. James DeLuca was fired, and Reed Dankley.
I wonder if that's why when I was trying to put those cameras up yesterday, those people chased me. Maybe they thought that I was involved with them. Maybe it was the that guy's gang. Right. Because we haven't seen any activity up there at all the last like 48 hours. And all of a sudden, 3 blacked out people and a Jeep rolling around, chasing people around there. Yeah, that's cause for concern. So you're thinking that he's flipping, huh? He's turning his back on his old gang. Or they're turning their back on him.
I'm thinking that, but River was an associate, but I don't think she was ever officially a Diamond Dog. But Reed was. So what the fuck is going on? Is the big question. Right? Like, it's kind of a bit of a conundrum.
Well, the thing that sticks out to me is that you said Rust is like,
could you
like
point
as
me,
we
by
know,
the way, to where this is?
Yeah, keep going up past this like ditch. It's gonna be to our left over the hill once we get past this.
Oh.
See that power pole, that the high tension line to your left right here? It's right behind it, over the hill to your left. Careful, careful. Because if you go too fast, you'll, like, if you go over this little ridge right here, you'll actually drive on top of the shack.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's those guys in the Jeep. You see where those deer are over there to our right? All those 4 deer. That's where they were, and my car was pretty much where we are.
Wait a minute. This is fucking private property. No, this is public. This is a utility building.
Norman Adams, the judge, says it's not. It's private property, and we should assume that someone owns it. I don't.
There's literally a signage.
I said, I know, 9,000 volts or whatever. Yep.
Mhm.
High voltage. It's got a fuel tank and a fuel carrier next to it.
That literally complicates things with our like property legislation.
Mm-hmm.
So
And,
if there's a building in that big power plant too, that's also privately owned by Joe Schmo?
So we asked about the power plant, right? And they instantly said, no, the power plant's different. They said the power plant is
what
different
about this
because
thing right there? Is that also until someone
we
has
should
a weapon
assume that-
bench inside?
Wouldn't the railroad own that?
It would make sense. I mean, even the other thing might be railroad related.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's what we were trying to argue too. But when we asked about the power plant, we were told by Crane, well, no, obviously the government owns that. Obviously.
I wonder if Crane has seen. I am now questioning the way things were communicated. Like, Norman's a baby judge to a degree, right?
Yeah.
Like, he's been in and out, but he's still sort of like junior to many of those who've been around. I wonder if Crane is aware that it's not just a quote unquote shack. Because I was literally thinking it was just like an actual shack that someone would reasonably live in.
You were in that meeting when he came in, remember? In Polito, in the office, the one we were talking to Bass and everybody. He came in and he looked at the actual report and looked at the photo on the report and said, no, that looks like it's like we should assume someone owns it.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
I was so cooked I forgot that happened.
Yeah, you were. I'm not even trying to speak for you, but yeah, we were both cooked at the end of that one walking out of.
So, I've been trying to make forward movement for like future cases to help define what is and isn't. Like, I'm not a big fan of our property laws because what it comes down to is like, I feel like we would need to physically watch someone go in and out of that location at this stage. Now there may be another way around it, and I'm starting to wonder, based on this. So let me rewind back a bit. The reason why I bring up DeLuca's name is it's just so the timing of what's happening to DeLuca and what's happening between Lang and Rust. It's hard. I think it's like it's like a Venn diagram, right? You've got Rust versus Lang, and then you got DeLuca versus question marks. And I don't know how much those two circles are like overlapping. It might be a little bit, it might be some coincidence, right? Or there may be actually some significant overlap. Lang is effectively trying to get us to take that power plant. I mean, not that power plant, that weapons bench. I mean, the writing's on the wall. Why? Well, you have to presume it's to hurt Rust, which means that Lang would be familiar with Rust's access to it via McGregor.
Yeah, which he doesn't hide, right? Like even Harvey has yellow page ads saying, Rust, Gun Emporium, you know, call Conor McGregor, here's my number. So it's not, I don't think it's any sort of secret. But as far as the bench goes, you know, that is a secret. Well, was probably a secret, right?
I also had a very honest conversation with Lang at the Yellow Jack, believe it or not. In which I'm like, I don't think we can do shit, because I think he was surprised we weren't able to act and thought there was enough there. And I explained the whole property thing, and I was very intentional with the way that I spoke to him. I didn't like reveal any information beyond what he obviously was telling us. But I did tell him I need intimate knowledge of what's inside. And my hope is he can come back with something that we know that he doesn't, that corroborates the facts we have, right? Because that can build PC. What weapons are in there? Who's involved? All the non-public, all the yeah. So I'm wondering if DeLuca. Oh, when I spoke to DeLuca yesterday, he seemingly indicated that I brought up the bench. I mean, obviously, I don't recommend ever doing that with a suspect, but I'll explain my reasoning. I know the sensitivity of that bench in this case. I also know that at this place, like at this point, I don't think it's, especially, you know, with the people checking out, people that are involved with that know that we know, right? To a degree. I also know that we're unlikely to get inside without like some sort of like, I don't want to say Hail Mary, but without some sort of like big piece of evidence to pop out. So I brought it up to Luca. I'm like, is this about the weapons bench? And he seemed rather confused about it, which is why I'm thinking it's not as related as I originally thought. The second thing is he indicated that there hasn't been access to that place for 2 months now. I don't think that's true. It could. But I don't know.
If that's the case, then that leads me to believe that the shit that brought us to that shack in the first place, right? The whole report about Denzel and Harry being kidnapped and all of that led us to that place is all really just, again, it's unfolding that setup narrative, that whole, they're trying to frame people, or like, you know, they're wielding us, you know, they're using us to punish the other side of, you know, who they don't like.
Yes. I'm bringing both of these like cases up because there probably is going to be some interlinking, but for all we know, it's interlinked, but not everybody realizes either, right? Like Lang's got his thing against Rust, but whoever's after DeLuca may be after him for that thing for separate reasons altogether.
Thanks for the follow.
Here's a huge. Huh? Sorry, I heard something on a megaphone.
It's just a lucky clucker.
Oh, that place is great. So we may be, Brian, we may be the only people that have the full picture. Like these people that are involved don't, like you said, they may not have the full picture of the link of the web. And that's actually a huge advantage for us. What the hell is that guy doing in the middle of the road? Weirdo, in front of the scrapyard. Anyway, you see what I'm saying? We may have that to our advantage. We might be the only people with that intel, that bigger picture, and we can totally wield that, you know what I mean, from different angles. Oh, here's some more sketchy shit.
Like to run plates just in case. You never know.
Yeah, if they go in the Rust compound, though, no, let's not. I don't think they're too happy with us right now.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I want to pull in there by ourselves. Oh, I got to talk to you about something else. EMS High Command has a guy that's trapped in they're keeping him hostage in a barrel.
I spoke to Harvey about it.
He's calling me right now.
Crying on
okay.
the
We were just talking.
10-3.
From our traffic stop.
3. Gemma, you're great.
Okay.
Get back on duty. 968's 1041 on foot patrol, up in the
Perfect.
northern corridor of the school.
Copy that. Showing you on foot patrol in Old 307.
Yep, and if it doesn't, it still like passes the smell test, and it doesn't throw him off as to being like, wait a minute, what the hell? Is that a setup?
I just witnessed Turo make Gemma cry.
She called the PBSO
Okay.
footballs department.
What do you think PB stands for?
Toledo Bay.
Wait, what?
Sheriff's Office. Huh? Don't forget who raised you, alright? Dispatch 223, 1038 northbound Alta Street with a black in color assaultant. Occupied.
It's fine. He doesn't have any duty. He's not a law enforcement, agent. He doesn't have any duty to actually have to do anything to the guy. Perfect. Does he ever have you ever seen him just leave the barrel enough for you to whisper something to Donut or no? Could you hear anybody in it? Breathing or anything?
Such a messed up,
All right. Well, yeah, next weekend. All right, the barbecue. We got this. All right. We'll have to talk to Beth. I'm sure it'll be on. I'm sure it'll work out.
To the latest, 47 on Strawberry.
Confirmed. There's a EMS claim. It seems like it's
Yeah, if
involved
nothing
in
else, we
the
got to
area.
get that guy out of the barrel. Even if we, I don't know. I don't see how there couldn't be charges, but either way, we got to get Donut out of the barrel. He can't live in a barrel. It's fucked up.
So messed up.
We have a downed individual outside the taco shop. I'm gonna investigate.
All right, sounds good. I'll give you a call in a little bit. All right, good luck, bro.
The entire barrel thing is so messed up.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, I was part of the original calls about that a month ago. Something ridiculous. It looked like he had him locked up in his house somewhere.
Jesus.
There was an elevator and a bathtub or something like that. There was a panel we couldn't get through.
You know what sucked? I just thought about that. If we didn't have to put Romanov in for a parole violation last night, we could have probably tried to bend, somebody in Russ or even his ear for a little bit of juice on this DeLuca, see if they have anything to add, but they're not going to work with us at all now.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I would have liked that, my read of Rust is, I mean, Rust,
Okay.
I think, has their understanding of
Yes, it has been.
Ray screwed
the barrel
himself
thing. This
yesterday.
guy's
Yeah.
he's so messed up.
So their information, while I think it is maybe that's you're not wrong. It's just Rust is very difficult to extract information given that they're their own worst enemy. It's hard to know what they're saying is true and what they're saying is not true.
They mix it. They mix it together. You have to decipher. Yes, I agree with you.
Mm-hmm. Ray, for example, yesterday, he literally could have just said, "This thing is planted. The heroin was mine," and we wouldn't have given a fuck about the heroin. But instead, he's, he goes from, "I took the M70 to they planted the M70 on me," and all these other things. At that stage, you're like, Like, you're just blatantly lying to me about some things. How do I know any of what you're saying is credible? So, yeah, going back to, so where do we land with this? I think it may be worth considering subpoenaing River Cheever over 72-hour time span. And monitoring Cheever's activities with the Diamond Dogs and Reed's activities with the Diamond Dogs. What's interesting about this is Reed was so much a second in command, so him no longer being a part of that organization is nothing short of odd. What if he was kicked out as well?
True. So, question. Since we have a really durable
It was her
witness who gave
gun
us,
used to
like
shoot
video
DeLuca.
interviews last night, would we want to try and subpoena DeLuca's phone records for last night? Like in and around the time that he was, I doubt he's going to consent to giving us his phone record.
He may. That's always a difficult one, right? Because, yeah, that is very difficult to do. If he's not willing to give it to us, it may be hard to say, hey, I need this victim's phone subpoena, and he doesn't want to give it to us. It becomes that conundrum of like, well, the victim doesn't care enough, so neither will the person who signs the subpoena.
But if we think that, okay, it's not victim blaming, but if we think that this guy is also complicit in a crime, in a series of crimes, or a larger organized crime ring, then it shifts from that victim, right? It's kind of like the same thing we dealt with the Rust stuff, where some of the victims who were victims were still perpetrators too, like Lang and stuff. You know what I mean? Where I definitely think that, and now again, this changes the whole scope of it. If DeLuca says, yeah, guys, here's my consent, you can look through my phone, that's all different. But if he's refusing the consent, then to me, that almost implies that we should move him to the suspect bubble or Venn diagram, right?
Yeah. The only thing is DeLuca, as of right now, I don't think we can really tie him outside of the business of Psy Carters. Like, while I can say this Psy Carter Gun Emporium is, in my mind, without a doubt, tied to this gun business, proving that becomes virtually impossible. Like, there's no physical deed-based records that would...
Night, let's get fuel here.
Have a good time on your Yosemite.
Thank you.
But maybe there's something there.
Just kind of, mind melding. I don't even think these are theories. It's more of like a what if, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, one other thing, actually, let's hold they operate in this area, so.
3723, eyes on a beige and colored G-Wagon of some sort speeding southbound. We got the target vehicle.
Yeah, I told, in regards to the barrel thing, since it is EMS, it can cause, like, EMS-PD relation changes. Wanted Bass to sign off on it before moving forward on it.
Yeah, it's not as straightforward as, like, they kidnapped a guy by gunpoint and stuffed him in a barrel and haven't let him out. It's weird. There's a lot to it.
It's been going on since, like, I got hired.
Well, the guy's, there's like proof that the guy's been out of the barrel, but then obviously has, from what we can tell, been put back in. And
it seemed like they might have had a holding area, like at the property. Because
sorry,
that's right.
You guys need additionals?
We could use additionals. A firm primary is also doubled up, so I'll continue these comms crossing Palomino, continuing eastbound Dorset Drive.
Anyway, the barrel thing is, I'm not saying it's minor, but it's definitely lower priority than some of the stuff we're talking about now that's so entangled.
There's another thing that Dr. Sarah mentioned is, so River Cheever, known associate, but we don't know how into the Diamond Dog she was. She definitely hovered in that circle, whether I've never seen her with a chain or anything that confirmed it. But let's say she was the shooter. yesterday, which is reasonable.
Do you want a channel for this?
A firm, we could use a channel.
Lizzie Byrne, who is a diamond dog,
Left turn on the Paro East West direction.
was
CB, so
indicated concern for
Channel 3
James.
for 80, channel 3.
Do that.
Thank you, Rose!
So there's a possibility, and Lizzie Byrne, there was tension in the past where she did leave the Diamond Dogs and then came back, and I'm curious, I guess, whether there's turmoil inside, as that would indicate why Reed may have been fired.
38 westbound,
So
Vespucci, next to on the water.
I feel like right now we, barring a conversation with Reed, the other options we have right now is sort of monitoring Diamond Dog activity. See who's maintaining their association. I'm gonna call James right now see if he's around.
Makes sense now why, out of all the other gangs that are involved in that Rust thing, the only one that popped up besides Rust was Diamond Dogs, because they're working together at least in some capacity on some front of weapons, right? Either selling or manufacturing or both.
Very true. Has Reed been to jail recently?
55 KNX 23 at 38 the switchy.
Bloom, look at ignition.
Oh yeah, already done.
He was arrested a day ago with Elizabeth Byrne, who's
Yep.
still on that Cy Carter thing. So a day ago, 16th. So there's no indication. I mean, unless Reed was up in arms with maybe something. In other words, in the last 24 hours, he's still associated.
Mm-hmm.
Letson. Oh, yeah, I heard Letson's a Diamond Dog now. I haven't really verified that myself. I'm gonna throw a shot in the dark and see if Reed is around.
I do have cameras on me if you want to go throw some cameras up on the shack.
Oh yeah. Let's do that.
Just didn't want to go along.
I'm not gonna be. I gotta go to a meeting in top of the hour, so 50 minutes. So if anything does, I don't know if I'm gonna be back today after that meeting, but
To be honest, I was just coming to try and brief you on the DeLuca stuff, but it sounds like you were filled in.
oh, I'm glad we were able to collectively like converse on it.
Yeah,
This
I'll.
is-
Okay.
Yeah, this is like one of those monitor sort of situations, you know?
Yeah. I could probably, honestly, I could probably go plain clothes and go sit at the power plant for a little while, just see if there's any activity up there. Maybe spend like 40 minutes on it. This is the time of day that there would be activity, you know?
Very true.
I just don't have a lot of time until I gotta hit the train, then I was kind of planning on being around later tonight for my regular shift.
Oh, makes sense. What vehicle did you run into yesterday?
It's a brown, like a sand-colored Mesa. It was missing a rear door, but obviously it won't be anymore.
I remember you mentioned that to Lloyd.
Mesa is like the
Looks
Jeep?
Yeah, like a beefed-up one, that like off-road one.
Did it look personally owned? Like, was it a custom paint job or anything?
Hard to tell. No, it had like a I couldn't tell if it was gloss or matte, but like I said, it was like a brown sandy color, so it could have been like a military surplus that somebody stole or something too. You never know.
Gotcha.
It didn't look, no, it didn't have any liveries or anything that would indicate it was a custom vehicle, and all the people in it were completely blacked out. Like I said, they came over that ridge, kind of like what we came over, but more to the south when they came to us.
I'm gonna do a bit of a wide check real quick. Yeah, after that spook, I mean,
This vehicle is like
I said,
super
it's
obvious.
it's not like our footprint was small from what I understand. So, and if somebody knows, they themselves are likely going to be patrolling. I just I'm trying to put my finger on, would it have been the Diamond Dogs? And it's entirely possible, but the Diamond Dogs tend to be very similar to McGregor. Like, they don't give a fuck. Like, them blacking out is like uncharacteristic. So I'm thinking it might have been members of Rust minus McGregor.
Mm-hmm.
This is such an odd spot. I just realized they could have been going to try to blow up the power plant too. All right, go for it. I'm gonna remain mobile, and scout for you. Oops.
So bizarre that this wouldn't be government property.
Yeah, it really is.
I mean, it's sandwiched between like utilities. I don't know.
Anybody available to check out the 71?
These little things that really complicate our ability to do much.
22376.
I mean, there's if we were able to get like newer phone records and maybe it pinned it to this location, maybe, but it's such a exceptionally low probability that,
Active 80 black colors, habanero looking at.
barring us watching someone come in and out, IDing them, it's gonna be rough.
It's not a very easy place to watch.
55 is gonna go southbound, follow me now.
PCB on him. I just saw him. I'm pretty damn sure.
Trying to think where you can remain hidden, unless you're literally just hiding in the bushes, which.
Locked in again? God damn it. It was played.
I always have to remind myself, and you'll pick up on this, Scully, is anytime we approach an investigation, the presumption, generally speaking, should side on the
Doubled up, Blue.
we shouldn't expect it's going to go to court and have a outcome that is necessarily desirable. Now, that might sound a little pessimistic, but always important to side on like intelligence. What can we learn? And
Take secondary, please.
because 9 out of 10 cases, you know,
Adams Apple Boulevard.
it ain't gonna materialize, but
Eastbound
when it
Adams
does,
Boulevard, pulling into the west Adams Boulevard construction.
And you might learn something relevant to something else.
Now heading eastbound, cutting underneath, heading northbound.
Can I get a channel, please?
you good?
Holding
Yeah,
right
we're
north
good.
on
Sorry, I was
Ballard.
couldn't reach the tree.
Hell yeah.
Eastbound Vespucci. Right southbound Elgin. Cutting through the rental spot eastbound.
Hope he doesn't plan on driving his car back and forth the whole time. Well.
Coming out Strawberry, left northbound Strawberry, right eastbound Vespucci.
So both
He's a
DeLuca and
fidgety
Reed
driver.
did not answer their calls.
Sorry, what was that? I was checking the camera.
Oh, Reed and DeLuca noted that they can't. They didn't know. I tried calling DeLuca and Reed, and they didn't pick up.
I think this is an armored cognoscenti.
Yeah, I think.
Scully, do you want the cameras? You want to keep an eye on them?
I have no training with that sort of thing.
It's just an app that you on your phone. You just look at them.
All right. I
I
mean,
you don't have to. It's okay. I can find somebody to keep an eye on them because I'm not going to be around much longer either. So.
Well, I don't mind, as I just, you know, want to.
Yeah, give it a shot, Scully.
Sure.
It'd be good for you to see.
Yeah. What's your ID? Your CID?
Hang on.
And document the scene as well.
43699.
Those locals are continuing eastbound.
I would let
Freeway.
Pond know as well, since she's been
taking
monitoring. It
exit
looks like
towards
she's
San
around.
Andreas. Right, westbound San Andreas.
You said possible 37 Alpha, correct?
Affirm. Right, southbound.
He's
Alright, if you go on your phone at the very bottom, there should be an app called Cameras, not Camera, and just use that. You should see it, be able to see tree inside.
We're starting this. Continuing southbound Popular.
Oh, all right. Aye.
And that's it. When you go to look at them, you're gonna focus really hard, so you won't be able to hear anyone around you or see anybody around.
Yup.
Continuing westbound Vespucci.
All right. Well, look like pretty decent views. Although I bet with a
one
large,
kind of messed up.
I bet though with a large parking lot just below it, they'd be likely to. Guess it depends on how concerned they are. But they could easily park in that car, you know, in the car park down below, and then hike up to the shack.
Yeah, it's true. That one on the tree cam kind of got messed up. It wasn't supposed to be at that tight of an angle where the door is the only thing you can see. But it's all right.
We have a Mercedes interfering.
37 Alpha. Yeah.
Aye.
Alright. Continuing northbound Davis.
Cool
Right,
beans.
Possible 37 Alpha.
Carson left. Standby. Eastbound Davis. Right.
Following a 30, like an armored vehicle, but there's no call for a 37 Alpha.
Right.
Knight, you'd mentioned something earlier about locking the DeLuca report I made.
Westbound Carson.
We got it. 65. We have a westbound Carson. Full sending it westbound Carson.
Sorry.
Holding right
Hold that
eastbound
thought.
Innocence.
No worries. Oh my goodness, we
sending
just
eastbound
murdered
Innocence.
somebody.
Car wash.
Oh, is Rose okay?
Level of the vehicle. Right southbound Strawberry.
Rose, you all right?
VCB left scene going eastbound.
East on McDonald Street. It turned into Lucky Plucker likely. Watch for Strawberry.
Mercedes is already clear for PBS.
I think we got it here. Eastbound Carson, stand by. Onto Grove. Yeah. Taking a left-hand turn. Ray Lowenstein South towards Dutch London.
Whoa.
VCB, last seen eastbound Dutch London.
Hey, watch with those brake checks, all right?
Green 9 gonna code 6 south signal. We haven't gotten any sort of tracker yet, so should be popping up soon.
Maybe check gas stations. I don't know.
70's gonna go east, capital towards Popular.
I'm staying on this S Plus. We had a brake check already. I think you got something, PBSO unit, because that vehicle is just following you right now.
Yeah, I think so. Ugh.
What's your 20?
We're in the Orchardville area, oil fields.
Hey, take comms on that.
By the impound lot.
Hey, while
Sure.
you are code 6ing, I want one other unit on this Mercedes.
Or northbound Elysian Fields Highway, freeway.
Did a unit go back to the airport to document? Did anybody do that?
No, we probably need someone to do that.
Alright, 223.
Still northbound Elysian Fields.
Green 9 is gonna code 6 the Orchardville area.
Go, keep going. Go. Olympic.
Ooh.
Olympic West.
Holy shit, some of those cars got like insane.
No, I'm seeing crazy things. And
223 was primary on.
No, you're good.
But I'm gonna delegate
I got
this
it right there.
to Suarez and take lead on this.
You can kind of see
right now
it.
we're just gonna code
Yeah.
armored car. Brian, you still on the interference?
I think last seen southbound Strawberry.
Copy. Did we get any plate runs? Any idea of who it is?
I did get the plate. It was flagged 1060. Or I guess I don't need to flag it. It's already flagged.
Are there any interference plates we got that we can flag up now so we know when we see it later and have an idea of who they are?
It may have been Cora Ramirez, license plate Crypt.
What's that, potentially GSF?
Alright, I believe core is GSF, so let's keep an eye out for GSF. If we see anything there, but likely they're gonna go refuel, repair, and we're likely gonna get a dispatch call for it within a few minutes. We need Air 1 to get spooled up. Is anyone Air 1, sir, to get Air 1?
She does have a AMG Black Series.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I'm documenting. I'm
Could
gonna collect
you
evidence.
mark that, flag that
390, I can read it
Sure,
out.
Tim.
for
I'll see if I can play it.
interference?
Yeah, hold on, firm.
No sign of it. Goes or Mirror Park gas station, 76 over Seaside Gas.
I think I may have that Mercedes. It's northbound. They're heading towards Autos.
Get aggressive with it if you got it.
All right, it's been
got
done.
a lot of distance on me. It's passing by Autos now.
I think we should have one unit check Polito Gas there, Suarez, because if they're going up that way, armored car is probably close behind.
Absolutely.
Which AMG was it?
Black Series.
The Black Series. A Black Series is pulled into autos right now, smoking.
Crypt?
Could be it. Stand by.
License plate should be crypt.
Just took a fake plate off in front of me.
The one we were pursuing was sort of a dark
Get over here.
matte
Male,
brown.
White hoodie, black mask in the face.
Also have blood on
He's
scene of
repairing
the
it right
original.
now. He just took a fake plate off in front of me. I'm not sure what that fake plate was, but you can pull this guy over. Tip, stop calling me, Jesus Christ. I'm not even
That is not it.
It's not it.
Yeah, negative. It's we're looking for the AMG GT Black Series.
Jeez.
The one we're looking for is a matte brown in color with black accents.
Alright, firm. We should start spreading out our numbers. I'm pushing up Sonora Road right now. It's very likely they'll be up north. So we need someone going near Great Ocean and one illustrate the rest to hit the city.
221 will take Sandy.
Hope that guy got murder and good afternoon. What? Good afternoon.
If I'm not mistaken. Okay, yes, I remember. These armored cars tend to be stolen, and then they're loaded up. So they're probably, y'all probably caught it before they loaded it up.
.370 is going to be staged up off of 68 Great Ocean turnoff.
All right, we're gonna check Sandy.
Send it north Tonga Drive.
So, man, we got intel, like, it's been months now where we've seen these. They caught this thing well before, you know, their job has been called, which is kind of odd that we get. So the presumption is that they steal these armored cars and they load it with whatever they're loading.
Everyone on this call, I need you to attach up the calendar so we have a right idea of how many numbers we have on this call.
Hey, firm. I see 2.
Yeah, just it's 2 people clicked at the same time, so now it's okay. Just attach that to what's one.
223 is 76 MRPD to process the evidence found on the original scene.
All right, A-firm. Looks like we got
Keep your
6
eyes
units
open.
and
Yep,
Tipster and Air 1, right? Great. So this is all we need. Dispatch, can we get a channel? Actually, we'll take 8 since we know there's 1 interference for sure.
This is kind of one of the strange
Get 2
things
more
because
calls lines to attach this
I
and dispatch.
believe
Get a channel
I've
ready
seen a
for it.
load up before, but it's one of those. I don't know if we should
don't
be
think there's
looking
any
for it,
dispatch
so I'm
right
gonna
now.
stay on the roads.
Okay, stand by. I'll find the channel.
Did a call come in yet or no? Negative.
He already tagged us.
All right, 37 Alpha can go to transition channel 4 whenever we're ready. Channel 4, 37 Alpha.
Go to channel 4
No,
and we'll
it's
work
not
on getting
this
2
one.
more units for interference.
I'm gonna
weekend.
bring us to Polito.
Okay.
221.
I'm watching on the railroad tracks. I've had a couple of these vehicles mount the railroad tracks and go that way, up north.
Ah, okay.
confusing.
I don't know if that's just an easier path to avoid the police or if that's actually where they're taking the car to like something to do with the railroad, but I doubt it.
Hey, firm. I'm gonna have you guys keep your eyes open since I may know more than I should.
Yeah, no, I see it
Okay,
on there.
I'm watching left.
I see his name and Knight's name, but not mine.
Scully, if you want to just keep an eye out right. Fast moving vehicle behind us, but
thing.
that wasn't it. Are all these vehicles, the armored vehicles that we know of, they're always like a matte black color, right? They're never different colors.
Yeah, I think this one was a sedan, like 4-door.
Okay.
Radio check.
10-2.
360, 23 MRPD 195.
$221 Polito.
I don't see anything.
No. You're probably correct. Day shift channels for this?
Yeah, 4.
Cat alert is on under Del Perro and North Watford.
Air 176.
We need people on Great Ocean because it might highway blasted up Great Ocean and one person going up Bait Canyon cut off.
370's on Great Ocean, 68.
Suarez, if we get that crypt Mercedes again, one warning for aggression because they high-speed braked on us.
If I'm.
The plate matches the one Rose van, by the way. It's definitely in.
Looks like it's shooting up Great Ocean Highway.
Hey, firm. Malcolm is on tracker. He will be updating us. He'll break comms whenever we have a tracker update. Let's get people start transitioning west towards Great Ocean and cutting off on 68 and Polito and Eric's.
Making its way north towards Chumash now, it's passing the Great Ocean Felico.
We're at the gas station right now, Suarez. Is there anything? How do you want us to approach?
Gas station on Polito?
Hey, firm. We're there right now.
Yeah, you need to push up to the hookies. Push up to the hookies if you can. Or at least one of the S-bends and get ready to pursue.
Air 176, 368.
I got spikes for days on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a couple.
Chaz, it's coming straight towards you, probably, unless they break off eastbound.
I'll keep
I'll
the
let you know.
spikes if you guys have your tasers
need air
ready,
one
so
for
I'll
37
maintain
Alpha.
lethal.
Chaz, they should be coming right at you.
I've
Hey, firm. Got eyes on, pushing northbound past the 68 turnoff.
got one set of spikes. I can
Shooting
put them in
northbound
the
Great
Glovey if you
Ocean,
need them.
approaching Zancudo Bridge.
The A-frame was for Air 1, right?
Yeah, we're good at Air 1. We got Air 1. Thank you, Anita. Chaz, keep calling it, Brian. I want you to sit at the S-bend from the lumber mill on Great Ocean and try to get ready for potential spikes there.
Entrance Zancudo Tunnel, pushing
I'm
northbound
not going
Great
to be
Ocean.
able to make it there in time. I'm still at all the way in Polito. We just gassed.
Yeah, go push down to the lumber mill. There's an S-bend that takes from the S-bend there to the lumber mill.
A-firm.
Great Ocean approaching hookies. Break. What was the color of the AMG we were chasing previously?
Black.
Okay. Is that blue? There's two
No,
blue
it was
vehicles, one
matte
Ocean
brown.
County.
From Chaz, keep calling it. I need you to call for Brian as well.
A firm, still
I
pushing
think
northbound
he
Great Ocean,
means
after passing
this.
Hookie's Bend, approaching lumber
Yeah,
Bend.
lumber mill right here to
I
the
don't
left.
like putting it here,
Brian,
to
if you
be
get set
honest.
in their time, let us know.
I think
Chaz,
he wants
you
the
need to make a call
S-bend
when you're taking
past
the turn.
it though, like up here ahead.
A firm.
I want you across the street. Across the street.
Yeah, you got it.
Do you want us to spike both lanes, or how do you want to do it?
Approaching the tight turn before Mill, still pushing northbound. Somebody coming out to you now.
Spikes proper
First
lanes.
spikes.
Spike proper lanes.
Now. They're slowing. They're going off-road. Still continue northbound past the lumber mill entrance. Northbound Great Ocean. Entering Toledo.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of putting it ever on any straightaways because it's such a guessing game on their speed.
And when you want to cut east, probably towards Sonora Freeway if you can.
Hey, firm, we're going for an early
All right.
refuel.
Pushing northbound Great Ocean Highway past the chicken factory. Gas station now eastbound Great Ocean.
These armored cars ever run out of gas?
Eastbound Great Ocean.
They do. So
You're just trying to get on to pursuit. I need you to cut off on Route 60 Sonora Freeway.
they tend
Twin Cities Group C,
to
I'm ready for it.
refuel well in advance. So
Passing 24/7
what tends to
eastbound
happen
Great
is like
Ocean.
the call comes in, they're topped while we're not.
Out towards Paddock Tunnel.
I also think they
correct
got a bigger
lanes.
fuel tank than we do.
Yeah, I would imagine with all that weight on the vehicle, they've got
Product
to
tunnel
put a
southbound,
bigger
North
tank on
Freeway.
it too, with the armor.
Oh, very true.
Seeing the tunnel now. Southbound North Freeway.
Let's see what these are based on. That they've got. This is like
Weaving
their
across lanes. to push the
delivery
southbound
card.
North
We know.
Freeway,
I don't know. It's so
Passing
strange.
Union Road. Joshua turnoff southbound Sonora Freeway.
Looks like driver's wearing all black with a hint of red on the face, like a red mask, red goggles or something.
At
Continuing
212
southbound Sonora
secondary.
Freeway.
Continuing southbound Sonora Freeway.
Overhead, southbound, passing the U-tool now, Sonora Freeway.
What the
Check the Route 68
That was
turnoff.
odd.
Yeah.
That shit's
The gray
just kind of been happening today for me. I don't know.
Harwick waiting. Taking, not taking Route 68 turnoff, full send southbound towards the prison. Continuing correct lane, Sonora Freeway south. Merging Palomino. Holding for Palomino southeast.
Intercept on Olympic Freeway at the junction, Olympic and Elysian, guys.
Passing by the wind turbines. Full send southbound Palomino.
Owing.
Continuing southbound Palomino. Correct lanes. Approaching Palomino gas.
We got 3 on it now.
Hey, farm.
Might try to outspeed R1 here. We're going to cut towards Olympic.
Do you require 77?
Not yet. We actually, yes, and we only got 6 attached. Attached to the Cowler, and you'll be for interference.
Secondary take comms, everyone's lost it.
West Palomino. We got it. West Palomino, parallel with Sonora Road. Sonora Way even. Still westbound, approaching the Olympic Cross. Stand by.
Reckoning westbound Palomino. Incorrect lanes of travel.
I'm gonna stay right.
Transitioning westbound Olympic. Now correct lanes of travel. On Olympic Freeway.
If they slow an Adams apple, we could spike.
Continuing westbound Olympic. Holding right, transitioning northbound La Puerta Freeway, upper.
465, we are doubled northbound La Puerta Freeway. Holding left.
You're good.
You're kind of warping a little taking
there,
the Del
Lucas.
Perro westbound turn off.
Everyone, what's your fuel?
Lucas, you good?
I saw Palomino.
We got it.
Hey, could you call Lucas real quick? Just let him know he's
Refuel, we got it.
might be having a headache.
We're taking the for South Rockford, stand by for direction. Left, southbound, North Rockford Drive. Immediate left, eastbound San Andreas.
All right, we need 3 people behind the car. The rest, I want to see spike attempts on this vehicle to spike the pursuit.
Continuing eastbound San Andreas. Palomino, going over Calais. Going past Red Garage, approaching Las Lagunas, going past Las Lagunas, still eastbound, lower San Andreas.
Interference Black Series is eastbound Vespucci, same plate crib.
Left, northbound Elgin.
Dude, that dude running across the road.
Ooh, good.
Still northbound Elgin, going past Pillbox.
I think that's the
Holding right,
interference.
eastbound Del
Yep,
Perro
that's the
Freeway.
interference. They just called it out.
Secondary eastbound Del Perro Freeway. Posting east towards San Andreas exit. So going east approach San Andreas exit. Taking the exit merging south of Elysian. Not taking Olympic exit, southbound Elysian. Cut off on Capitol Boulevard or Innocence. Since South Speeds 130 and climbing. Towards the Innocence exit. Taking the Innocence exit. Stand by for direction, braking, continuing south.
AMG coming up on Tertiary.
Send south towards the bridge. I'll be taking the bridge most likely. Speeds 130 and climbing.
Warning
We're gonna get on
AMG,
that.
like Brian said, one warning and then we're going to pit it. I need people on Signal Street right now. Dust on the exit on La Puerta. Call out call signs. Or spot we get the dust on and we need someone on Signal.
AMG already warned.
They passed Signal. They're approaching the tuna shop. We're on the bridge right now west.
Okay, I got dust on in. I need someone on the exit to Innocence.
Yeah, next turn off is going to be Dutch London or off-road towards Utopia. Still pushing westbound Miriam Turner overpass.
49, I got you westbound on the Maritime overpass. Pushing the bend towards La Puerta north in about 15 seconds.
We'll have the exit off on the spikes, correct lanes. Just let us know.
Approaching the bend right now. Yes, call it. I'm a little bit behind. You're going to be a little faster. Call it spikes.
Still continuing southbound La Puerta Freeway upper.
Alright, 49, I got your secondary. Again, we're merging northbound La Puerta. Maintain La Puerta north.
Northbound La Puerta. Heading for the Olympic turnoff. Taking Olympic East. Vehicles continuing eastbound. Taking an Elgin turnoff.
I'm gonna try
We'll send
to
eastbound Olympic. for Popular.
parallel. Oh, eastbound. It's always tough when it comes to like
Passing over the canals
interference,
now, eastbound
braking, and
Olympic Freeway,
such.
heading for the Popular
Like
turnoff.
determining
Is not taking it.
how
Heading for Elysian Fields.
chases go from like 6 to 100
Taking
so
Elysian
quick.
Fields. North.
Assessing, is it intentional?
We need people
Is it
so
meant to be
back on the
lower?
exits. Get to Elgin to spike at North Wofford and Lower Power Street.
Hey, from transition north Del Perro.
North Del Perro.
Is continuing west Del Perro Freeway. Correct lanes. Speeds 110.
Kind of by Pillbox.
It's not taking Elgin.
they're past
Send
that.
westbound. Exit is going to be La Puerta and North Rockford.
It's right up on primary to my left.
Continuing westbound Del Perro Freeway underneath La Puerta. Next turnoff is going to be North Rockford.
We got spikes North Wofford, northbound.
You should try to get the
Gonna be
Great Ocean
the
if they're going to
distance.
push north.
Westbound, they're
Oh,
probably
good
taking
idea.
the
Northbound North
exit.
Wofford.
2022 going through the tunnel. Get the spikes on
Yeah,
Bay City,
they're
get the
going
spikes on
north.
West Eclipse. The AMG Crip license plate trailing behind us. Sounds like Future Hendrix. Merging northbound to Power Ferry towards Great Ocean.
That's the second person they just called out in GG's name on the
they're
radio
West
I've heard so
Eclipse?
far.
Mm-hmm. I guess they may have yoinked
Keep taking
the
West Eclipse, get
vehicle.
spikes on West Eclipse or Playa Vista. We're merging eastbound on West Eclipse Boulevard.
Oh, you think another group took it?
He's right now, one on
Yeah, because it
Slow down,
apparently comes back
infantry.
to that vehicle belongs to a GG.
Step down west
or-
Eclipse, speeds 110.
Wait.
Ramirez.
Going
Left,
overhead,
west
passing by
Eclipse.
the cemetery now, eastbound West
Cemetery.
Eclipse.
Towards us,
Passing
right
over
towards
North
us.
Rockford in
Spike here,
321.
No,
Ramirez.
it's a really long straight away.
Continuing eastbound
What
West
about right by
Eclipse.
the Richford Hotel? Can we get there in
Eastbound
time?
Dorset, passing by
No,
the
never mind.
No,
You went
no.
on Dorset anyway.
Approaching Boulevard Del Perro.
No, it's all
Approaching Boulevard Del Perro
ways
eastbound.
over here too.
Passing by the golf course. Approaching the church.
They might try to come up in the hill. So you
Passing
want to
the
go to
church.
Milton Road, maybe?
Lanes, Boulevard Del
We could
Perro.
probably spike them there too, because
Hollywood.
it's risky.
I'm gonna
50
see
into
like
an
kind of
ambulance.
track.
Continuing eastbound.
I'm gonna try to
Beat us.
track what their
Passing the
like
Rockford
Check on that
cover
ambulance,
is.
please. Check on that EMS. Make sure there's no dead people in the back of it.
Yeah, we'll check on it. We'll take it.
Thank you.
Crossing Alta, heading for
And
power.
then, because some of these guys like to use the same pattern over and over.
Yeah.
If it's
Different, just crossed over
GG,
Meteor.
it's straightaways.
Continuing over Elgin.
They're probably gonna do
merging
the
eastbound Popular,
Palomino
heading for
jump.
Glory.
Oh, we just
Left
got an
North
alert
Glory.
that AMG Black Series is actually
Yep,
stolen.
that's what I was saying.
Okay.
Heading for Bridge and Vinewood.
Man, that's a freak out.
Oh, take a left.
Right
take a left.
eastbound Bridge, entering Mirror Park.
Wait, what the heck?
The hell?
Left eastbound East Mirror Drive. Going to West Mirror Drive, or East
Why?
Mirror Drive. Left northbound on Mirror Park
So
Boulevard,
off.
passing the gas station, heading for the HOA Dam.
Stay
Off-road
inside.
towards the HOA Dam now.
Everyone, scout up ahead for potential ambush. When are you just going up Ellis Street to intercept?
I'm going elsewhere. I got spikes on the down route to the water treatment.
Wait.
Looks like we got some vehicles up ahead. Looks like, I can't tell from this
Okay,
distance. We
guns
got
ready?
one on foot running around at the HOA Dam.
It's up top at the dam,
We
yeah.
have a motorcycle on scene as well.
It's on request motor.
We're gonna go up this way then.
Vehicles heading across the HOA Dam now. Motorcycle ahead.
Get ready to hit your
HOA,
78s.
or everyone's gonna scout even further ahead at the that power station.
Yeah, 78, 78. It's motorbikes.
70.
Shots
78.
fired.
Mike 78.
You got
Spam-
3 motorbikes, 3
spam
bikes
channel
in
four,
total,
spam
all of which
channel
got
four.
right across the trail.
On 311.
Hey, farm,
Direction.
They're heading towards the water treatment plant off-road from the dam, west. One of them is.
Everyone maintain visual on the armored car. 78 to get to where the shots fired are going on.
Hey, firm, the armored car is being trailed by 2 dirt bikes.
You're gonna
Is it
blast
north or
these
south?
guys.
It's continuing north.
Towards LS.
Both motorcycles are.
They're coming over or what?
I don't know. I don't
They
know.
We got more dirt.
Break real
We can
quick.
get up on
Let
the
them
hill.
let the
Getting shot
ambush,
at.
right?
Hey, firm.
Okay,
They're right
open
here
fire on
over the
armored car.
hill.
This sh- yeah.
I hear shots.
Armored car is heading
Ready?
off-road eastbound towards
Soares is
Palomino.
below us. They're gonna be right below us
We're
when we
down
crest
here.
this hill. To our left and down.
Continuing downhill. Armored car is continuing downhill eastbound.
On the hill to the west, to the east, on the hill. One person on fire on the hill to
Back
the
in.
east.
Get back in until we get eyes. I see him. We're gonna move. They spotted us.
There's still somebody shooting
Right here,
at the
right here.
Do not
dam.
get.
Unknown where they are. I think they're on the hill.
I'm shooting him. He's on a Sanchez. I shot at him. He's going towards Palomino.
That's Chaz.
Look at
That's
his back tire. He's hit.
Yeah. No, there's
Armored
another
car is
guy
underneath
up
the
ahead.
Palomino freeway. Everyone does not have eyes.
yeah. He went over the other guy
Going
went over
north
the
to
hill.
Norway. You guys
Got
keep
it.
calling the shots fired if you need to.
I see the other one
Maintain
too on the
visual
far
this,
hill.
okay?
On the hill to the east of the dam, there's a one person on the crest on the motorbike. He was open fire on me.
Yeah, hey, firm. stay.
Vehicle.
Shooting at me, David.
Unit,
David,
go up
shooting at
to
me.
unit to your north. Unit, flag to your north. There's someone to
Right
They're
in front
right
of us,
behind
Brian.
you. Be careful. They're literally behind you.
Oh, behind us.
They're
I
at
see
the
it.
hood of your car,
facing that way.
Get ready. Do you see it? I want you to.
I
fire.
didn't see him. I just saw
On the hill?
Chaz, but I
Coming
heard
up.
them call out that it was behind us because we're the
Dave,
black
do you reckon
car.
they can cover behind your car? Because you're shooting at me.
Oh, they were shooting at Chaz. See?
Yeah, there was
Yeah,
the guy over there
that's
open
what I
fire
saw.
on me.
I shot at him. He's on a bike. You were shooting at me.
Oh, hey, firm.
I think we're VCB on these guys.
Okay,
We just
farm,
got
get-
shot at 10 ago on the top of the mountain to the north of the water treatment. Green and color Sanchez.
That's the one that was shooting at me. I think it's
Okay,
a
I hear it.
fire.
On the dump.
Green's.
On the dam? On the dirt
It's
path.
going north.
On the dirt path northbound. Towards LS and Palomino Junction.
It's right here by
update,
us.
armored cars, West 68. Brian, can you prove high-speed pits to end this vehicle?
No, shoot the vehicle.
Okay,
Disable,
farmer, split up.
kill them. Focus on let's get to the armored car, blow it up.
230 now. Not trying to take over the scene, but yeah, go for armored car, and Sanchez's will follow. We'll deal with them when they come back.
There's green
Shoot them,
Sanchez
kill
is
them,
going
blow
correct?
them
The
up.
one that's going correct?
Yeah, it shot me.
Alright, firm. Bloom, you're gonna
I shot from the
cut off
vehicle.
right there. It's coming right now. It's coming to you right now, Bloom.
We're behind us.
No, we're going for armored car. Oh fuck.
We're opening
Whoa,
behind the armor car,
alright.
68. Harmony.
Yeah, we need to
Still here? He's in the
consolidate.
bush, he's
We
in the
don't want
bush.
to.
He's
We don't
moving
want
off.
to
He's open fire, he's
consolidate
open
on
fire.
like one dude.
Mhm.
Oh god damn it.
Down, one down.
Drop.
Oh good shit.
Alright, get in.
Hey, no, he's not down. He's not down. He's right behind you.
Fuck.
Are they still up there?
Down.
He's down.
Good shit.
Armored vehicles right next to the satellite dishes in the prison. Stopped on Route
Kill
68.
that driver.
Kill that driver.
More shots fired from the north. Motorcycle.
Driver's down. Driver's down.
Another motorcycle,
good
green
shit.
in color. To the east.
Move shift. Seat 3 there.
Our driver's down. Now they got that interference up.
They're on the eastern side towards the prison on the little hill.
Eastern side on the
Eastern
hill.
side on the hill. Where we were the other day, talking about ambushes.
Up here?
No, remember when you were showing me that spot above the prison? You're like, this is they set up for it's that hill.
Opening fire on the east of 68.
Oh no, I'm wrong.
Man
I'm wrong.
on
It's
a
the hill
bike.
between
One
the
shirtless,
airfield
one
and
man
Route
on a bike.
68.
Mark it.
Yeah, I'm wrong. Right
Car,
there.
we need 78. It's here on 68, just next to Harmony.
One suspect and another one here by Bolingbrook of 68.
I hear the shots.
I'm flanking him, Zora.
How do I
If
not?
we push forward and come to the left, we'll be on the hill with them.
Down.
If we push up,
We got
we'll have the
more
high
shots fired
ground.
to the south. More shots fired to the south on a dirt bike. He's fleeing. Air 1, do you have visual? He's to the
Hey,
southwest
firm.
behind Harmony.
Yeah, we got visuals coming towards you guys.
Watch ourselves to our
U-turn,
left.
now heading
Right here, right in front of us.
Right
There
next
he
to the prison entrance
No,
on the
not
south.
yet. I'll tell you when
Okay,
to get
we're
up.
on radio. If I relay shit, that's
If
what's
I-
happening. They're saying
if-
they're pushing up right now on their radio.
Hey, firm. Dirt bike is heading off road. Might have
Gonna try and lead
50
us.
on a yeah.
He's down,
50.
he's down,
Driver-
right here.
Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him.
Driver is unknown. No idea. Driver's on foot. Right next to you, trooper.
Be careful.
He's
We got
down. He's
time.
down. One down.
Good work.
Hey,
One
firm. He was the
Sanchez
only one on that
outstanding,
bike.
correct? How many bikes were there total on 68? I heard 2.
We have 2 down on 68 right now, so that's the third one.
Copy. Okay,
We
so
have the
armored
drive-
vehicle status.
We have the driver armor
Armored
car and the
vehicles.
armor car here. Break. We have the armor car and the driver here. We have 4 down, potentially maybe 2 outstanding. Keep everyone, keep your eyes peeled, all right?
You got it.
We have one down at the
37
water
Alpha.
treatment too, on the green.
Oh
one
my
second,
goodness!
one
Stop
officer
running,
as well.
Scully.
And one down at the other location, the one that you called out, Suarez.
Hey, firm. Everyone, do you see a good location for us to triage around here where there's some cover?
Stand by.
Their radio is completely dead, by the way, right now.
Just so you're not in a kill box, you can move it north up the hill towards this little area right above Air, right below Air 1.
Hey, farm. We're gonna triage
You can corner
there
it up
then.
with barriers.
Hey, farm. Triage will be just north of 68 on the mountain uphill, so we have high ground and you can look over and put down kill barriers. Let's start moving officers and suspects there. Let's get the armored car up there as well, please. Everyone, I want you to keep your eyes peeled while we're moving the triage, moving to officers and suspects.
Suarez, you want me to move this down 95 and the 13 over to your scene?
Hey, farm. I want the full triage to be up here on 68, okay? So get any officers you can over by the dam and get them up here.
Fine, we're getting ready to move. We're just going to collect some evidence over here, what Anita is and Rose is, and then we're going to be over to you.
It's all good. I got a helmet on. Appreciate that. I don't think so. Radio's pretty quiet. You got my word.
We're gonna move our 95 over to you.
Yep, I'm just hanging out with y'all until y'all are good to move.
Rosa and Anita, just let me know when you guys are done with evidence collection.
Hey, friend. I'm looking. I haven't found anything yet.
It should just be just off this.
It's funny how people stack up in that back seat. It's so crowded.
12, are you on your feet? Lovesick might be down near the dam. I'll go retrieve him.
Hey,
do we have any other unaccounted for 13s? That's priority, getting them secure.
Where's triage over here?
Right up the hill, Brian, the triage is up the hill to the north of 68 on this
I see
high
where that
ground
white car
mountain.
is.
Where the, high ground mountain.
We have Nakota and Gemma. Safely secured. They're the other two 13s.
Hey, firm.
Okay, good. I'm on the way to get Lovesick. I'm gonna S+ on the way there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Gonna be alright, Gemma. Dakota, it'll be okay. GSR testing it.
Sure.
Hey, shh. It's alright.
Anita, come
Everybody's
with
here.
me. Rose, stay back with Bloom to get Lovesick.
So cold.
Hey, friend.
So cold.
It's alright. They're coming to help you out,
Alright,
Gemma.
409, we're 76 to triage.
So cold. I see the white.
No, it's alright. You're here in the sunshine, Gemma.
It's an update. Their
They're
radio
gonna
is still
come help you
completely
out.
dead. It was popping until we popped them.
Just hold my hand while they get here,
Nice.
alright?
Let's start getting 95
Oh,
accounted for.
Gemma.
95, I want your
Oh.
call sign tagged next to them. GSR test them, cuff them, please.
This guy, if he hasn't been taken. Hey, you
I'm
there?
gonna stop read.
I'm gonna chase on.
Suarez, I gotta dip to a command meeting about 5 minutes. If there's any questions about why we opened fire on the armored car, direct them to me. Vehicle led us into an ambush, in which case they are all to be shot down.
Oh, absolutely. No worries. You're fine.
Street race, westbound Route 68.
360 is also going to said meeting. I'm dropping off Lovesick after we give him medical, and then I'm dipping. But let me know if y'all need anything, BML or anything.
223 has to break off for that meeting as well.
Okay, alright. Well, we'll try to be speedy. Do we have EMS on standby yet?
Nigga, I believe so.
We have a volunteer nearby, and we can be there. Is there anybody critical there?
Units with the 95s and officers. Is there anybody there
Dakota,
critical?
are
Can
you
you
with
check
us?
around real quick?
Yeah, it should be alright. Roads.
Hey, Gemma, how
Can
you
you
doing?
can you get tow for this armored car, by the way?
Yeah, I can swing back around and get it. I'll go now.
360 en route with Lovesick.
Oh my god, they got Rhodes in Dakota.
Confirm.
They're
Okay, so we do
Gemma.
have EMS on standby then, is what I heard. Is volunteers? Is that...
Is he okay?
Hey, firm, there's a volunteer up there. How many patients do you have?
Gemma might be critical.
A lot.
We have 8, potentially 1 critical. 29.
10-4. I'm gonna have the volunteer roll in, and we're gonna be up there in a few minutes.
Okay, firm. If you don't have a 95 right now, I need 2 call signs and evidence collection on 68 where we had a bunch of shots fired.
Behind me so that, you know.
There's 3 different spots I can show you where to collect evidence. Can I get 1 call sign, preferably 2, to help out with this, please?
Okay, she's there.
355.
Dakota, you there?
Is anybody available to assist? Okay,
That's
perfect.
the
Thank you.
most of my
Anita,
bullets.
687. I can direct you guys to where the shots happen. Just
Chaz, no!
come down to 68 and I can direct you.
I'm on 68.
Okay, the armored car shooting should be right where my vehicle is, right around here.
Right. They're gonna help you
It'll
out
be
here.
okay, son. It'll be okay.
You good?
Aye.
360
I
is
just
stopping
trying to
by
figure out
this
what I should help do
injured
right now.
call on the side of the mountain where we were getting
I mean,
shot
if
at.
you want, I
See if
can
I can see what's
give
up.
you this guy's possessions. He's just our
Is everyone good to break off
a
a bloom?
shot down over here by the bike.
No,
Make
that's
sure nothing
fine.
happens.
Are we gonna have to? We're gonna have to get a ride
Yes,
with somebody,
go
or
ahead.
is Knight taking off with somebody else for
Wayne,
the?
come over here. It's right here where the evidence is gonna be.
Let me get. Did he leave already? I need to get keys from him.
I don't. I
just
sure
saw him a
hope
second
not.
ago. Hold on.
Don't
He's
worry
running
about
this
it.
way.
If
He's
I
running
find
east.
Just take a photo of them and that they were present on the same place, and then the evidence should be on to your right, and then the tree right next to the bike. Okay.
He's running around the hill to the east right
David,
there.
you already had evidence collected near the dam, right?
I'll just ask him for
I
keys
have
before
a
he leaves.
collection
Grand.
near the water treatment where Omar shot me, Chaz, and Bloom.
Alright, firm. Alright. Should be
Which
covered
one was
then on
ours?
evidence.
I mean, as a matter of fact.
Huh?
No, you're good. Because these guys are gonna go to the hospital, so we'll be able
Right.
to. We'll figure it out.
All right.
Volunteer EMS here. Am I good to start treating people?
Do you have a co-pilot that's
Yeah,
thermal to
absolutely.
see
We've
where this
got,
person is, Tips?
Negative.
Got a handful of people here if you want to start.
Can you? I'll come
Everyone's
get
got
in the
GSRs,
heli
so I'm
if
not
you
really
want to come
sure,
over here.
GSWs, I'm not really
Hey,
sure
Vern, landing
how
a water
many on
cannon.
each or everything. This guy in front of me, he was talking to me a minute ago, so I don't think he's critical. As far as critical goes, possibly that deputy in the back with the light-colored shoes on.
Okay.
EMS, stop at water
thank you.
treatment really quick. I'm gonna pass you lovesick, and you're gonna go to
Yeah, I got the
triage
guy
west
in all black right here at the motorcycle
Alright.
helmet on.
We also might have a 95
No,
here,
I'm
or
sure.
it might
I-
just be a regular just 47.
I see them go directly south of where you are
Talking to you,
behind
Peter,
this like
no one else.
electrical
Fuck
thing. It's the person who's down with the Sanchez right next to them. One is going to be directly over, so keep going up to your left a little bit and up that hill.
I hear a crying little man.
Yeah, it's going to be a man. Directly to your left.
Positive.
You got them. So it's Sanchez, which is directly down the hill to your right, so you might want to take a
see
picture
it.
of that.
Jesus Christ, Chaz. 30 hands off.
Chaz!
So, Bloom, you have another 95 over there that was down that we didn't see,
It's
right?
Donna Sanchez,
Essentially.
and I'm GSR testing him to confirm.
Oh, hey, August.
Yeah, this is gonna be a 95.
Okay, so that's 695s and the armored car then.
Oh, Knight's right there.
Scully, are you processing someone?
We
I'm
shot down
wrapping
this
up. I'm
individual
getting
right
him over to
here.
y'all, and then I gotta go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is so
Great work, guys.
Do you have it like any?
You guys document the radio stations if you have a 95. Check the radio,
God,
please, and
Jimbo.
document it so it can be placed in the report.
Poor
Uh,
Gemma.
I'm trying to
Bloom's
write
bringing
in the
over
sand
another
here,
one.
Belsing. I
Just wanted to
don't know what's
sign,
wrong.
He needs to go to a command meeting.
Thank you,
I
Meyer.
might need you to go and process his 95.
Who's? Sorry.
Bloom.
All right. We're
He's bringing them over.
We're here with Knight, so hopefully he'll leave his car with
Knight
us or
has to
something.
go as well.
No, I know.
For the
We're gonna
695,
try and get
Bloom
his
has to
car
go. Is
'cause
there
we're both with
anybody
him.
that can take
Lily's
that?
got Aubrey
Okay.
better.
Alright, thank you, Pond.
Never mind, Bond's got it.
All right.
Belsing, can you just write in the sand?
They're over by the ambulance, Lily.
Oh, here. I can.
Can I email me all your photos real quick, okay?
I'll
I
get
didn't
it.
take any photos because it was
Oh.
blocked. Yeah, I was in a bad position.
Really gotta do it.
Yeah, I guess. Who's saying that?
Also, hello.
Who's saying what?
Hey, Brian, can you give me keys real quick? I'm gonna need your car until
Yes.
we're done with
Tips, toggle your engine.
Do I really got it?
I'm a 276 to be honest.
Hey, yo, Long Island, fuck you, stupid bitch.
Thank you.
Why fuck me? You guys shot me.
Shut your dumb ass up.
You future.
Get the fuck off me, bruh. Swear to God. Once I get out of prison, bro, I'm pulling up to your bitch's crib and I'm taking.
McQuillan, you on radio? McQuillan, you on radio?
Did Tips have a headache?
Not.
Tips, are you on radio?
Yeah, firm. Everyone's on radio. What's up?
Oh, okay. No, it's fine then. I just wanted to make sure because I don't see anyone in the air. That's fine.
Is everyone know where McQuillan went? Okay, Meyer, you on radio?
All right. Just took a picture
I
here.
think that might have been some headache.
Hey, firm. All right, Meyer, can you call Pedito? McQuillan was supposed to call Pedito, but I don't know if he has anymore. Can you call Pedito for the armored car, please, and just document the armored car?
Shit, you know I didn't do. There's no plate on that bike. I didn't run the.
Thank you.
The plate or like the VIN or anything. I don't know if it was
Speeding
stolen or not.
Mustang, westbound Route 68. Probably uninvolved.
Do you want me to try and run back and get it, or was it?
I guess. I mean, he's. To be honest with you, I don't know if the stolen bike is my biggest worry with all this. So.
No, it's. I'd say it's
If it was
likely
a car,
stolen,
it's different.
but
Yeah, it's probably. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe he might just tell me it's stolen.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, keep it professional, Chaz.
Ready to check. 10-2.
No, yesterday. No, the day before yesterday.
As far as I'm having issues pulling a tow truck, I'm gonna need someone else to do it.
Did.
If Myers calling PD tow right now, I didn't know if you
yeah, I was having issues pulling the truck, and I still can't pull it out.
We'll work it out. I believe in us.
Plot armor. Nice.
Oh, I see, David. Never mind.
Myers, is there a PD tow available or no?
If so, don't worry.
It's just one brownie.
Okay.
You're wrong. You could just call me Stephanie. It's much easier.
Myers a lot easier, right?
Suarez, is everyone good to break off for a quick refuel, Sandy?
How's your fuel status so far?
I got
There's
like
the
5%
armored
left.
car.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Why are they laughing so hard? What's going
Is this
on?
who I think it is?
Ain't no way. Where's he at?
I'm a Costco.
There's no way.
Hey, farm.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, Pond.
Yeah, hi.
I'm just gonna look you over real quick, alright?
How's it going?
Disappointed.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Going.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
False.
Alright. I'm innocent.
Don't see anything of note. Alright. I'm gonna move you in the back of the ambulance, alright? Are these good to be moved?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you got to move them. If they, yeah, I'll just, yeah, they're good.
this volunteer has Cheeto dust all over his fingers.
I thought
Secret's been documented.
Pond, Luca, real quick. On Luca.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God.
I'm allergic to pee. I'm allergic to pee. I don't even
Alright, hey, farm.
What are you? Anyone here conquers?
Right, evidence has been processed from the Los Santos, as well as the airport scene at 223 is 1042. Good night.
Thank you, Rose. Just for context, the person who brought this guy with the gray flannel and the black motorcycle helmet, was he from the dam or Route 68? Does anyone know?
He should be from the Boiling Brook one.
Hey, farm. Okay.
Check his cuffs. I have cuffs. So he should be from Boiling Brook.
Hey, firm. We have verified who the driver of the armored car was. Whoever's processing the driver, are you aware?
A firm.
Okay, cool.
Just waiting game as everybody gets
176.
medical.
EMS, are you able to treat at STSO for medical treatment?
You want us to bring them to Sandy Hospital?
Yeah, Sandy Hospital. Does that work with you guys? Are you okay with that?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
All commands going 42.
Evidence from the street on Route 68 has been documented.
Hey, firm.
123.
And another one shit themselves.
Going in the orange ambulance.
Orange one?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
All right.
I just try to keep track so that way I
Yup.
know where
Yup.
they go.
Okay, what's the ETA on that tow truck there, Meyer?
It said 5 to 7 minutes of coming from the city.
Firm. We'll need
Thanks for the follow-up,
probably
Blake.
probably 4 call signs to escort this armored car to the impound. Is there any call signs available that don't have a 95 and aren't going to process evidence?
307.
You, but you don't have a car, so.
Yup.
So 307. Any 3 other call signs? Anyone else?
687 will go with them and then do evidence down at MRPD.
Air 1 can go if you need me to, Suarez.
Okay. Get one more call sign on the ground. Knight, are you available to help escort? Or are you doing you breaking up in the meeting?
42.
Knight's 42. It's 907 in his vehicle, and we have a 95.
Hey, firm. Okay, we'll have to just go with 3 then, and everyone will substitute as the 4th. The rest of us will obviously take out the 95s.
That should be enough. It should be okay with that.
Actually, since we're closer to Polito, just have the tow truck escorted up to the Polito PBSO and impounded there.
Smart.
They
Yeah,
won't take it out of there.
Never take it to the city. Smart.
Okay, let's get barriers picked up, please. Any barriers you see, please pick them up real quick. All right, let's get 2 call signs. Even if you have 95, just go up to Sandy right now and go secure it, please. 2 call signs, please.
140.
49.
Okay, EMS, you're ready to, you're good to roll. You're good to roll to Sandy Medical. Follow, let's go down to 68, so follow the white Chargers, that other EMS. There you go, let's go in this way.
I like how we're not bringing this into the
Yeah,
city.
you go remember the
Ash.
other one's volunteers, they were better hear
Yeah.
you.
It just got so messy down there.
Copy that.
Especially at MRPD, right next to where, if this is GG, their stuff's pretty much the closest one to us. So.
I wish they sold Cheeto dust by the shaker, topping some mashed potatoes and then crisping under a broiler could be good. I mean, you can get powdered cheese stuff. You get that.
And everything, right?
Powdered nacho cheese, powdered
for
white
my
cheddar,
document.
stuff like that. It's really good for adding.
Looks like your toe is coming down 68
adding
now.
to stuff like that. Just look on Amazon. For Cheeto, I would just add. I would get like a really good powdered cheddar, like maybe a powdered sharp cheddar, and then add jalapeno powder to it. I think that is a component of their flavor. Jalapeno powder and maybe some white pepper.
Sandy looks to be clear.
I'm just watch front doors and EMS, you gotta start putting people in.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Oh God. Thank God there's a wall there. If that fence wasn't there, he would have hit that tank.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Just gonna block it off a bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Lovesick. Oh.
No.
Can I ask if there's any update from the investigation stuff that happened yesterday / last night? Yeah, we spent the entire morning, like the last couple hours, discussing it with Knight. It goes pretty deep. You might want to watch the VOD, either mine or Meddy's.
Oh no. Alright, thank you, Dr. Kate.
But in summary, boy, it's a big tangled web.
Sorry, do you want to go?
It's kind of hard to summarize. It's a tangled web.
Yeah, if it's closer, I mean, you might as well. I mean, whatever is
This is
easiest
not
for you.
associated.
I'll
This
let
is
you
a
take over the
37
impound.
alpha.
So if you want to go to city, go for it.
Okay. 230's back up. I've been treated. Is there an arresting officer for every person given the amount of command that had to go to a meeting?
Yeah, we should have it covered.
Okay, alright. I want to let y'all know that I did this for y'all, alright? I was supposed to be gone an hour ago, and then another meeting happened.
We
and
love
then
you.
78, and I care about y'all.
Thank you, Rod.
Though I did get shot, it's alright.
Is there any more question? If you cannot form one, be appointed by the state if available.
I appreciate your sacrifice.
Yo, who was that? Who was that? Was it Amelia Einhart or some shit? Who was it?
You know what, Suarez? I hope it makes up for the times I was looking behind me.
Alright, it does. You know what? It does.
Sorry?
Alright, good.
Apology accepted.
Rhodes, can you call me before you go?
Yeah.
Pure chaos in here. It's pure chaos in here.
Yeah, just trying to.
Yup.
The problem is we took the helmet off him, and now I don't know what he looked like without it, kind of like I don't know which one's mine.
Oh, I know. He
Justice.
just got taken.
Okay.
I took the helmet off, but I have a picture of him before then. He's
Bro,
just
I know,
wearing
bro.
full black.
Right now, like, I feel something crawling on my left testicle. I need to scratch it. Please uncuff me.
He's right here.
We
he was
313
just-
loaded up with 1095.
Sorry, these meds are working great, man.
Alright, is there any 95 in there, or has everyone got their 95
That's
loaded up?
Scully.
Sorry?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I see Myers bringing out 95 right now. Malcolm, can you go inside just make sure
Nice to
that we
meet
got
you.
it? It looks like 95 has been brought in too, so we still got 2 more people.
Can you reach him around and grab him?
I should be able to. Hang on.
There we go.
Got him.
I think it's me.
Yeah, walk away.
Yeah, it might be me.
We got everyone covered.
All right. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be provided to you by the state if available. Do you understand these rights as I'm reading to you?
All right, I understand my rights.
All right. Mind your head. Seat me in the vehicle now.
All right.
I'm just saying. Illegal
It's
to
illegal
shoot at
to
officers from the
extend-
Sanchez. I returned fire. That was self-defense.
So you're mad I lose.
Oh God, that was self-defense, bro.
Sorry. How about you learn from your mistake?
Alright, is that everybody? See, Han's loading up his. Once Han loads up him, we will move out to SDSO.
Just saying, guys, it won't hold up in court.
Let's rolling out to the SDSO for processing. There won't be enough cells for him, so you'll just have to improvise and utilize, you know, maybe 2 people to a cell or something like that. Just or put them in one. There's a space in interrogation for processing too.
Bikes and incident happened, and yeah.
Look at you guys. There's a bunch of cockroaches crawling all over the place. It's an infestation.
All right. It's Julian.
Alright, 230's heading over to
Yeah, that's what he told me
SDSO,
his
so
name was.
just to verify, I know Pond already mentioned earlier.
Going off his
There's
IDs.
an arresting officer for everyone, but all
Yeah,
of
lock
the
the
individuals are
fingerprint
accounted
inside.
for, correct?
That's right. All 6 of them have processing
All
officers.
right. Helping
Taking
out the
them in
vehicle
now.
now.
Is anything additional required from me outside of sort of a general report?
Nope. Y'all good?
Tab 4.
Roads you are free, you can head out.
Tab 4.
There's got to be an office or something we
Have
can.
a good one. Bye. Stay safe. Don't get shot.
Thank you. Bye,
We
Rose.
can go to the fucking armory or something. I don't know. Take me anywhere.
You just want to be in the
here,
armory.
Anywhere works. Also, I can't really.
Is there an interrogation room open over here, maybe, or something?
I'm not sure. We'll get that corrected for you in a moment.
It's all good.
No, I think these are all maybe mugshot over here. Is mugshot taken, Sean?
I haven't checked his profile.
The problem is as they send people, they're gonna come through here. So
We could go towards the armory or the locker room.
Activities in here.
Let's just
Yeah,
keep
anywhere
here in the
works. I'm
corner.
not
It's
gonna
fine.
do
Sure.
Just keep them away from the photo area of the room, like the
Sure.
lineup. Yeah, right there's fine. Just
I'm trying to turn
facing
around.
towards it. No, it's fine. Just let him stare at the wall. I'm sure it's fine. You can read the announcement.
Where you at? Rooms for activities in here.
You gonna listen to me now?
Michael's you on for it.
All right, there we go.
Oh, you're right here.
All right. Do we want to? Well, first of all, you got to bag up the stuff. I'm gonna go ask about how we want to do charges for everybody.
Yep, I'll get that. I'll get him backed up. I'll get him fingerprinted.
So at the dam, do you remember any colors or any of the Sanchez's?
All right, just going through your items one more time. And DOC is going to get your items bagged up.
Just for clarification, these guys are looking at just the basic 8 counts, felony obstruction, except
And
for the
checking
driver,
your
which Han has.
fingerprints.
Reckless evading, obviously, and for the driver. And everyone else, felony obstruction, 8 counts, and possessions. That should be about it.
Oh, right. Nuts.
There we go. Hello.
You're good now?
Yeah, I can hear you now, and I see you too.
All right. Sorry about that.
No, you're fine.
I got.
I don't want to be rude and like ignore you.
Nope, you're fine. It's a wee bit hectic, so apologies for that.
Yeah, all right. Take your time.
All right. Just for clarity, I searched again, got your items bagged up, and I fingerprinted you.
Sweet.
And we're just waiting to hear back for your charges.
Do me a favor. I need you to play with my balls like a fushigi.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
Did you hear that?
I need you to play with my dick hairs like a guitar string. You're not going over there with him.
He's got a note on his profile. You want to take a look at it, Luca? The one in regards to DNA.
Sure.
Okay. I don't.
What is the CID?
Sorry, it's 16489.
That's right. 16489. That's me.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, that's fine. Just go ahead and take his DNA.
Yep. All right. We are gonna
Just gonna
take
get a,
sample your
oral swab
DNA.
of your DNA real quick.
Yep.
Mr. Hendricks, what are you doing?
Omar's trying to say he can shoot at the dam. But all I need is one.
Go speak to Long Island real quick.
Yeah, he was on the green Sanchez, but there might have been two green Sanchez.
Wait, no one's ever taken my DNA before?
Yeah. Have they? Do you
I have no
recall
idea.
somebody taking it?
I don't remember, but I'm surprised they haven't.
I just need that in a statement.
I'm not
If they have.
certain what the details are, but they want it retaken.
Okay, sure.
Aye. Here's Gigi. So many voices.
30 months, 60 months parole.
All right. Let's go talk up here. They're
Sure.
standing. Let's go talk out here, actually.
all right.
Sir, just hang tight, okay?
Oh, good, brother.
Arrested so many times, you know the parole can't change, or the fine.
All right. So, it sounds like he's gonna get felony obstruction 8 times, attempted, and possession of a class 1. Sorry.
Oh, he had a class 1 on him as well.
Yeah, he had a Browning. I ran it. It's not hot. It just comes back to the casings on scene from Route 68 in this call for so far. That's it.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he's getting the 8 times. I don't see how he wouldn't. We don't have proof yet that he fired over by the dam, but I mean, descriptions match all of that.
They were describing somebody on a motorbike.
Green
riding all
Sanchez's,
over.
there's 2 of them. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, let me add those on here. So you said felony obstruction.
Alright, armor cars impounded.
Yeah, look, just like keep,
176.
you know, like take a look at
RTO,
the other people that were involved. Looks like
RTD.
everyone's getting the same thing.
I am taking a look.
Refuel, repair. Maybe I'll go to the vault.
He didn't have any drugs on him. I didn't see any heroin or anything like that.
I didn't see anything. You said you
Positioning
took the
back down,
weapons
too.
off him.
Yeah, the only thing I removed from his person was the Browning that he had. Oh, did I take a screwdriver? No, just his Browning. That's it. Literally just the Browning. So.
All right, all right.
But yeah, so otherwise, if he didn't have any drugs on him and I have his class 1, then he just gets the same charges as Peter Johnson and Omar Didon, I'm guessing.
All right. I didn't see anything else on him.
Oh, everyone else is gone. Lovely.
Oh, Peter Johnson's going away for 227 months on a parole violation. That's tough. That's fucking tough. That's a tough one.
Well, they're the ones out here making these choices.
No, I know. I don't feel bad for him. I'm saying that's tough though.
No,
Hopefully that'll
it's
fucking rehabilitate his ass. It's a long time in the jail cell.
You would hope so, but
Yeah, but look, you know, I mean, I put in Romanov last night for a violation. He's gonna be in there for years. He'll get out and start doing shit again. I guarantee it.
Oops.
Omar, stop playing me for Boo Boo. Omar, stop playing me for Boo Boo the Fool. This makes no sense.
all right, I've got him written up here. Felony obstruction of justice 8 times, attempted murder of a government employee, and criminal possession of firearm class 1. I don't think there'd be anything else really. You know, unless we would have hit him with joyriding, but I don't really think that's
I think
necessary.
He should get the same charges as
Right.
Omar and the other people that ride bikes. It's consistent.
Sure. I mean, it's relatively minor.
Hey, leave my 95 alone, Gemma. Mind your
Gemma,
business.
what are you doing?
Mind your business.
Gemma, you don't remember?
I'm just kidding. I'm just
Gemma.
kidding. Come back.
I didn't know if we knew he was
Gemma, you
here.
don't remember?
No, we just shoved him in here to forget about him.
You don't remember, Gemma? At the courthouse, doing the courthouse, you remember?
Of course I remember.
Yeah, who was that with?
78.
Oh my god. So she was at a little undercover stakeout. We spent like 2 hours sitting next to her. Okay, anyway, never mind.
This is a fat
it was
fine,
78,
man.
you didn't hear it?
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah,
Fuck
undercover
Gemma.
stakeout.
Fuck Gemma. How do you not remember? Ming and I kept you company for 2 hours at the courthouse.
Oh, I remember
No,
now.
you don't.
You just said, do you remember the courthouse? Like, I've been to the courthouse a lot. I do remember
Yeah, but
that. I
like
was
a
with Machu.
Stakeout, remember?
Yeah, we was Machu. Lots of drugs in the
car.
trunk, and then we got in a lot of trouble.
I know, it's fucked. I even
No,
helped out.
I do remember.
I even helped out.
I
ran
remember you
cars out of
committed
the
a crime
way.
in front of us too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goodness. All right, are you ready for your charges, Julian?
Sorry, let's go on.
Yeah, let's hear it.
All right, it's going to be felony obstruction of justice 8 times, attempted murder of a government employee, and criminal possession of firearm class 1.
All right, let's do
It's
it.
going to be a total of 76 months plus 152 months parole and a $46,850 fine. How do you
Ew.
plead?
Guilty as charged.
All right. All right. All right, we're going to get you sent up for 35 months and a 152 months parole. Give me a second to bill you.
Y'all have a good shift.
Yeah, hopefully you have. I'd say have a good time at the prison, but is that
Yeah.
ever a good time? I mean, I don't be that.
It depends who's there, you know.
Hey, at least you got friends, right? At least you got some homies.
True. It's always fun when there's ops there, you
All
know.
right, there's the bill. Did you get that?
Unfortunately, yes, I did. I wish I didn't.
Just to clarify, before you go up, you do know that shooting at us is wrong. We're human beings too, man. Kill
Well,
one of us like that.
some of you maybe.
Wow. All right, send this piece of dirt.
All right, I've got to notify DSC one real quick.
There you go.
DSC from PD.
Wait, hold on. Before I call him a piece of dirt, am I a human being?
Setting up a one
Yeah,
Julian
yeah.
Saturno. He is with GG. He's coming up for 35
Brian's
months.
boys, you know.
He's probably coming up with a bunch of his buddies.
You knew how when you saw me get out of that charger?
Yeah, I think we already got a couple of them
Yeah.
up here. Thank you.
I had to have
All right,
All
sending them up.
Fucking
Nothing
3 of
personal.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
All right, you ready to go?
Yeah. You look like a little fucking sun glare as well. My little glasses there.
We had you circled up
I
around a
fucking
tree.
flew off the bike, goddammit.
All right, get over there for the pictures.
I mean, you could have put your hands. No, never mind. That wouldn't have worked. probably.
We are not put. Wait, okay.
Oh, does it? Do they go to?
Apparently,
I think they go to MRPG.
Yeah.
I think they get sent there by local DSC first
no,
and then pulled back. Oh my.
Oh, I thought. Oh, that's disappointing. That's all right.
I was on the hill in between the two dirt paths. You know,
Besides
we see the
statements and
dirt
stuff, you
path,
need anything else from us?
You go south now. I was on the hill.
He's in his head. So.
Uh-huh.
In Blooming Pond.
I just want to make sure.
Easy
before I
getting
walk
a
off.
guilty plea at least. That's nice.
True. Give me 1 second. I got just like.
Sure.
I saw you ride your bike from the dam, take the turn, and go southbound. And I called you out.
All right. Well, I was kind of like trying to get out of here, but now I guess I don't really have to. I was just trying to figure out. So.
You
let's
got
get
what?
Brian's
Sorry.
car back.
Oh, hi.
I was gonna head out. I was thinking I had a 42, like kind of quickly.
Oh,
But
right.
I don't have to like 42 right this second. My whole plan was I was gonna get out of here right after we got done with this, and then come back later. I usually come around about 3 hours from now. I start, and then I go all the way to like the meeting or even after it.
What?
Those boys just. I know. I'll bet money. It's future. Like I'll bet hard money. All right, we got to go to it. I don't have a fucking car. I don't.
Well, let's.
I can't go to this.
We could
No,
grab
gotta
a
take this to
shared
the city.
vehicle.
No, I can't. I'm not gonna leave his car
Uh-huh.
sitting around either. I don't want to do that.
No,
If
and
this gets stolen, I'm
my
gonna be in trouble.
CVPI is back at MRPD, so.
Yeah, so is my Taurus. I don't. Hold on, let me make sure.
78 Channel 5, prison riot.
Bleeding prison riot already.
We just sent him up too with like
Yup.
little warning.
Well, I did tell DLC. I did notify them. They.
No, the only thing I have here is my Explorer, and I don't want that. I hate that car. I don't hate it. Actually, I love my Explorer, but it's just once they get the chips, if they ever make them to make it S Plus, then it'll be fine. It's just too
Alright.
slow right now. The weight it has, though, it's a beast. Nobody's gonna like bust out of a box with 3 Explorers. I can guarantee you that.
See, I think I'd like use an Explorer eventually, because I prefer parallel in any way.
I don't know what to do
Another one
here. I
down.
got. Are they? Oh, I think they're taking care of it. Never mind. It sounds
Alright,
it sounds
they might
like
have enough.
Has his hands up.
It sounds like guys' hands up, another one down. I think we're okay. If somebody asks why didn't you respond to the 78s, I'll say we had to get this car back. Oh, it's just one. Just one deputy here, or is it? Oh, no, it's not. There's multiple. Whatever.
39023.
195.
You know
the
what?
other one's got his hands
It's
up.
on the way. I think Night
try and
Night
get-
understands.
I can't
it's
drive
only
past
just
her.
turn.
Yeah, I can't
Aye.
drive past her in here.
I just 7's entering by visitation, clearing visitation, work my way through count.
90723 backing him up. Can you get that to lock?
We are outside cell block.
It's probably
I'm on the
like.
rafters.
There it is. I got it.
Visitation's clear, moving cafeteria.
Got to point the fob like at the door, even.
These guys
Like the
resist.
frame.
Like the actual.
I get it. I get it now. Never worked here. Never worked prison. Come up here very little. Did you ever work up here or anything?
Nope. I was PD told.
I have
I've
one
only
more
had a
over
tour up here.
Come over to the other side of the garden area.
I'm just gonna put this other one with that one.
I can't even get Brian's car back to the fucking city.
I know, and I'm like.
You get to drive a Charger. Why are you complaining?
I'm only
Yeah, no,
technically
I'm not
supposed to be.
Inmate list, there should be 3 temps, 1 lifer.
Are additional still required for the
Yeah, we're in the yard
78?
already.
You know, I'm only supposed to be riding with FTOs technically.
Negative. We've
Some soul.
neutralized them all. Thank you very much for the assistance, PD.
Oh, they're good?
Oh, you guys are good?
For distance penalty.
I'm good, man. Thank you so much for
we
coming
should
by.
be good.
Appreciate the help, brother.
Julian, I don't understand, but alright.
It wasn't me.
Thanks, guys.
Wasn't talking to
Have a great rest of
Julian.
your day.
I was
You
talking to
were.
him. I was.
I know
I
you
was.
missed me.
I
know
was
you.
talking
I
to
know
him.
you did.
All right, slushies. Slushies.
Oh, Predator.
Did anybody? I know he called that on the radio. Do we make it clear we're all code 4 here? We're good.
I have 311.
Okay.
That's so cool.
No, I'm in the same boat as you, Luke. I'd like to go 42 and then come back in a few hours.
Yeah, it was kind of the
First
plan. I'm not
time.
sure if
I
it is
only
now.
really got on early so that I could speak with Knight
That's the first
regarding
time
the
you've ever
case.
done it. Congrats.
Yeah.
237's bringing one of the down.
I mean, it's my first time I've ever been to the prison. So.
Oh, I got it.
10-4.
I hate this thing. It's like a torture machine.
Be advised, you
Why
still
is
have
it so
officers
bleeding
with
hard to make a
vehicles and
slushy?
10-4.
Yeah, we'll be out of here soon. We're just inspecting the slushy machine for any potential stowaways, you know.
I want a ticket too. Make room.
Yes, I know, but it's still
Mario,
torture.
Gemma.
How do you do it? How do you get slushies? Oh, I know how.
Get him in the outside seating area.
Fuck.
No.
Can I get a 77
Alright, I
to
got it.
outside cell box
I got
6?
mine.
Ow.
76.
Gemma, just do it.
I'm not good at it.
Gemma, just
I
do
got
it.
one.
It's the worst. I finally got one. Ah, Luca. Sorry, I'm really bad at slushy making and cuff breaking.
Fine. I'm going to Harmony to get this fixed too.
Good
It's
idea.
fucked, so.
Then let's take the rest of his takeout out of the bag and just, or out of the glove box and just take it for yourself because they'll give him 2 fresh
Yeah.
meals.
I don't think he even really leaves those in there unless. I don't think he saves food in there. I'm not sure though. I don't want to speak.
No, he,
Yeah, we can
he
throw the
puts
fresh-
food there all the time.
Oh, does he? All right.
Mhm. No, and they'll stick it. Do we know what this browning is from?
Huh?
There's a browning. Look in the glove box.
I don't know.
He just got it in there.
Oh, yeah, actually, I kind of do. I was in the car with him yesterday. I was in the car with him and Bass last night, and some dude was driving down the highway next to us when we were all talking, and he fucking points a gun out the window at us. So obviously, you know how that goes.
Right.
Ryan just pulled him over
and
gets something right in front of him. He goes, get out of the car now. And he goes, it was a finger. He goes, it wasn't a fucking finger. Get in my car, basket in the back. Get in my car and put it in the glove box. And he did. Okay, put his gun in the glove box and then he left. Can you run that actually? I don't think anybody ever ran that.
Brother, sure, I will.
I mean, we don't even know who it is, so it's not like if we run it, we find out we're going to be able to charge, so.
All right, I'm gonna grab it.
Hello.
Because, yeah.
If you can, if you want, you can put it in the locked or just keep it on you. Hello.
Yeah, hang on. I'll take a look here.
How are you?
Hello.
That's what I said to her. I was like, yeah, I can't just bring this back. We got to get it fixed.
I can get them.
It's clean, so.
Okay, that's.
Like.
You just gotta
I'll just
throw it in
Uh
the
huh.
trash.
Uh huh.
You could, yeah, if it's clean, don't even put it in evidence. It's just a spot wasted.
Yep. Here, take this.
I don't know if it's doing anything for me.
Would you guys like your meals?
Yeah, you can throw them in the glove box.
Yeah.
Okay, too easy.
Thank you.
Don't forget to mark them on the spreadsheet.
I used that bush as a cover, but I just rolled back. Too much.
I've still got this
That's
note
okay.
that Sarah gave to Brian. Try and get it back to him.
What's up?
Hey, Nakota, how are you?
What's going on?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey, what's up, Suarez?
You guys doing all right? Did you guys get hit
Yeah.
at all? Shot earlier? Or no, you guys were fine, right?
No, we were up on the dirt road behind the prison, and that one guy on the motorcycle, he hit the guardrail, went over it, and he tried to get up, run behind a tree, and pull out his gun, but I just dumped on him. Brian, we kind of just flanked
We
him from
just
each side.
surrounded him around
really,
that tree.
There was 3 people. I kind of felt like, honestly, a little bad because there's 3 of us in that car, and he was by himself. But, you know, you shoot at us, that's the chance you take, I guess.
Exactly. That's what happens when you start popping. Expect to get popped back if you start doing that.
Yeah, he didn't last long up there, but yeah, we're all okay. I don't Scully, you didn't get hit, did you? Brian
No,
didn't,
no,
know
I
did.
didn't. I didn't.
I don't
I
think he even got a
nearly did
chance to
because when I
pull.
jumped out of the car, I was just on the wrong side of it.
Yeah, she was the most exposed. She was like right up next to him, but he like dodged behind a tree. So
I managed to
no.
dive around behind it. I think he was already down by the time I started laying bullets out. Though.
Well, good shit, you guys. That was that's what we call a slam dunk right there. Is when you get the armored car and all 6 suspects. That you know, you can't get any better than that, as far as I know. Maybe you get maybe a bunch of cars too, but that went very well, and I'm very happy with everyone and how
Yeah.
they did. So
yeah, it was just from being one of the people on the ground. It just sounded well run. Everybody had their place. Everybody was doing what they needed to.
Oh, it's very,
It got
very
a little
organized.
chaotic over here, but I mean, when shots are fired, it's always going to be, and it got under control again right away.
Can I just get a name?
She's put it under
this guy,
Knights.
'cause, you know,
Bride Knight.
There's not a whole lot of people around that keep a rolling, chaotic, for lack of a better word, shit fest without direction into not that.
All right,
This guy's
appreciate it.
Pretty damn good at it. It's a talent.
We're ready to go.
Talent.
I try. I mean, listen, I've been a part of a lot of 37 Alphas. I love going to every call there is, and 37 Alphas is obviously your priority, right? So there's been so many times where we've drove down an alleyway or a frigid area and popular. I remember I got RPG'd once, so I think I've experienced my fair share of drive into ambushes. And I mean, the biggest thing you got to remember and pass it on to other people is that the priority is the armored car. Wherever that armored car goes, the shooters will follow too. So I mean, that's exactly what happened. The armored car kept going, we kept on that, and then lo and behold, 5 other suspects, or even 4 maybe, just started pulling up on dirt bikes trying to shoot at the armored car, because that's what they want, is to get the armored car. They want everyone to get their attention on the ambush. And you want to try to disengage the people who are ambushing as best you can, or at least not go down, and try to play very the passive person in that as best you can, take cover, right? Because the goal is that armored car, and going down is just going to make it harder on us to actually stay on that and have to pull off the pursuit. So everyone did good. Everyone did great, and I mean, I'm very happy about everyone there. So
yeah, I felt like it was okay. I
All
don't wanna...
right, let's get Knight's car back down.
I'll talk to you guys.
All right, you guys take care. Have a good day. Okay.
Let us know if you need anything. Thank you. Thank you.
I love this car.
Yeah. Me too. If only I was in a position to drive one. Honestly, even if I could just drive the non-wide body, I'd be happy, right? But
no, it'd be nice. It'd
this
definitely be
one's
nice.
Thank you very much. This
And
wide body one's just...
No, they drive nice, and they look so
It was all
clean.
you, WDOC.
sound good.
Keep up
Like
the
this car
good
in S+.
work, okay, guys?
10-4, thank you.
Look, I want to
it's not-
see it.
It's not good on the dirt road.
I want to see it in a dark matte charcoal gray with a PBSO yellow stripe on it, and black lettering on the trooper, or whatever. It look real nice.
I'll be honest. I'm kind of partial, and maybe it's because I've been around a while. I'm kind of partial to the blue trooper too, though. That livery as well.
I'm just not a fan of the blue, personally. Like, just the color is it's so boring to me. Makes me think of doctor's offices.
Just take it straight back. I'm not even gonna bother. Oh, but yeah, here, ready? This thing in S+ sounds so good.
The high-pitched hum.
Yeah, just that supercharger whine. Little hiss. Oh shit. It's calm.
Blue hater. Sorry.
Hey,
Blue
what's
is
up?
boring in most cases. Like silvery and robin's egg blues can be interesting, but only in certain contexts. I don't know. I'm strongly
yeah, that's fine.
My preference for color hinges on the context, and I just hate it on
just let 'em know I'll
cars.
go get it fixed, like at autos or something. I'm back in the city, and I'm just trying to get the car parked up. It's Brian's, and I don't want to keep driving it back and forth. So just let him know it's fine. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Thank you, though. All right, we got to go to autos.
Why?
The fucking mechanic forgot to put the body parts on the car. And they just told Dakota to call me and let me know and come back up there, and I'm not doing that. We're just gonna get it fixed over here, so I don't keep driving it. How did they just want me to drive this car today? I swear, people, it's fate. It wants me to drive this Charger.
Oh.
Just
All right,
trust.
I've not seen this one before, but you know,
Hold on,
it
hold on.
works.
It's police business.
Just go straight down the dirt road.
You
right?
need to leave this area. This is not for habitation.
Right.
Leave underneath the bridge.
See, very necessary pit stop.
There you go.
Just go out the dirt road to the left.
You're
No,
not
I'm
en route
off
as well, but I'm coming from Fort Zancudo, so I won't be
I
able
don't
to
want
get
directions,
there to
damn
attach. I'll go parallel.
I'm a free spirit, just like the mechanic.
We're gonna catch this bee boots, god damn it.
And here we are at yet another auto shop.
I should.
Huh?
I would pop the hood for you guys, but the thing is, I don't think I need to, because I just went to Harmony, right, and I left, and then I got a phone call from another officer who said, "Hey, come back. The mechanic told me they forgot to put the body parts on your car."
They literally said we're good to go, and
Good to go. They said we're good to go, but then they called and said that it's just body apparently, and I said I'm just gonna go to autos with it.
No, they definitely did,
Oh,
because
I
you're
see
99's
the Mamba
across.
leaving.
Okay, so I don't know why they said that.
Odd.
So,
All right, well, in that
Oops.
case, I'll just
Sorry.
get it fueled up and we're good. No, you're fine.
I just run it through the PD Benny's just to double check it.
Okay. I don't know. Dakota called me and was like, "Hey, they said come back. They forgot the body parts." I was like, "Oh, okay. I'll just go to
Oh.
autos." All right,
Oh,
thank you.
you probably dropped your bumper and that's what I saw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, possibly. Thanks, guys.
Bye, Luca. Bye,
I'm
Scully.
just gonna call the clowns an ass, to be honest.
He probably thinks I'm a crackhead right now. If not always, which is fine too.
She's just like, and here comes Scully and Lucas with,
the fuck is wrong with these people?
with Knight's car.
Yeah, like all busted up on the outside. Hey guys, so we tried to get it fit. Yeah, I don't even want to know. This is going downhill. Let's get this car back.
And the judgment I probably get for going to Harmony while I work at autos. I like going to Harmony better.
Yeah.
It's nice getting. Oh, they gave us four bleeding meals in here.
Oh, you wanted food. I get it.
No, I mean it's useful, right? Then you don't have to go and get it anywhere else, right?
Yeah.
And
and
I've
the
got-
food is good.
Mhm.
Like it's like okay, this is pretty easy to eat. Like nothing crazy or
There's
weird.
been a lot of trouble just with restaurants not being open when I need food here in town, and then I'm not going to eat at Burger Shot. I refuse to eat at Burger Shot. Oh my goodness!
I got it.
what are you
We're
doing in
good.
your car? Goodness.
Okay, that wasn't me. I just tapped a cone and I didn't even
Those
see it.
cones are bleeding brutal, and they're always there. I didn't know what to tell you.
It's okay. I
Maybe it's
channeled
'cause
my
I've-
inner rally driver and I hit the brakes, right? And what does that happen when you hit the brakes? The nose dips. You're good. You just need to get the nose down.
Fine, none of you are allowed
So
in
I
my
hit the
car.
brakes right
Listen,
before I hit
Planet,
the
if
cone. I
you
would've
like
went over
it,
that
that's
flat.
good. I'm happy you like it. I'm just not a fan personally. Just go through Benny's here and get rid of
Yeah,
this
I
thing.
need to now. Yeah, all right. How? Oh my god.
What? What?
It's not. It won't let me Benny's it.
Oh. All right, we're good. Let's
No. So it wasn't
distract
messed up
ourselves.
Fueled, repaired. Yeah, I don't know how hard that should have been, but it was a lot harder probably.
Probably grab at least 2 of these meals for yourself. Then
Yeah, that's why I'm
LE
grabbing my
white
scar
stripe.
out of here, my bomb detection kit, my rifle ammo. That's his rifle ammo. I'm not gonna take that.
If you take that food, I'll put.
Dispatch.
I'm just gonna give him back this brawn and.
Wait, I'll take one bag, but I already have a bag. Oh, I don't have space for it. I can't fit anything else. I got the scar.
Okay, I'll grab
And his
another.
old armor in here. Oh,
He'll just be
gosh.
very prepared. He likes being prepared with food, so.
Yeah, I know.
Solid.
Never prepared with food.
Hi, Relly.
I got Jimma.
Them clowns are out there, Carter. They just did a boost.
Both of you are still banned. Wow. Okay. Okay, Planet.
Copy that.
No joyriding in Planet's car when I visit Poland.
Gotta get rid of this stuff.
Yup.
Bye.
140. 620, 76.
76.
That's 605 feet drive.
I know where you went, but I have to go.
78 needed on channel 5. Both DOC are down.
Copy that. I gotta get up prepared before I head out there.
Yeah, I have to go right now. Hey guys, I'm gonna send you off on a raid something. Oh, I'm gonna raid sophomore. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out. I'll be back later this evening. I gotta go out Father's Day shopping right now. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out.
Gone is the old